All right, boys. What's up, guys? I am back. See a second. Got more Trump slop to look at. We're gonna finish the JP's and Rogan thing. We got an hour left of it. Right to like more political stuff. Then later on, let me fix my mic. Fix my headset. Later, we'll watch some of the Modern Warfare early access gameplay. There was in different crews went out to the Mag's facility and played Modern before out early. So watch like Tim play Modern before because he played it early. We will react to Angry Joe. Angry Joe made a review about the college football 27 game, so we'll react to that too. Alright, boys, let's get right straight into the shit. Let's get into it, boys. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get right into it. Let's go look at the Trump stuff first. Then we'll go, look at the JD Vance. If Matt finish that up, then we'll go look at some of that stuff. This is, guys, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's been a explosive diarrhea epidemics currently going on. So there's basically just been a problem with like the lettuce in Taco Bell. There's been like bad lettuce with Taco Bell, and also there's been like something also wrong with like not clean your fresh fruit and vegetables is causing explosive diarrhea. So Taco Bell will remove and replace lettuce from the menu after links to explosive diarrhea. So I haven't been to Taco Bell in a while. I haven't been to Taco Bell in a year, but normally I get like 2 steak tacos regular, but I just have just steak. I don't like lettuce. I think lettuce is shit. So anybody's who's planning on going to Taco Bell, do not get lettuce. I would just recommend to be honest, I would just recommend just getting the taco with the meat, to be honest with you. I know you guys really like having like guacamole, having like sour cream, having lettuce, having like cilantro, cheese. To be honest, I always hold that off and just have the meats, just to be able to say so I totally figured this out. If you're eating fruit, make sure you wash off with pesticide and make sure you thoroughly wash it. That's what I would recommend, boys, on that. DHS to early revive rule allowing officials to deny green card application based on SNAP or Medicaid. Do I agree with that? I don't know, man. I don't fully agree with that, to be honest. I think that's a little bit extreme. Will that be allowed to happen? I don't know. I don't particularly fully agree with that. That's just my opinion. I don't really fully agree. Sometimes it's not your fault. Depends like on the financial situations. There's some people who are like green on those might have like you lost your job, it might be out of work, or they work like a low paying job that they have to rely on SNAP or Medicaid. So I don't think they should be denying that. I think that's just in my opinion. I think it's kind of bullshit. So major networks, ABC, NBC, and CNN refuses to air President Trump's prime air time address last explicit alleged foreign interference. Yeah, I think it's kind of bullshit. Obviously, I watched the Trump speech. I reacted on stream. Also, I thought it was kind of a waste of time to watch. It's kind of wasted my 30 minutes watching that. But the media shouldn't decide. They shouldn't decide if they want to show the president or not. It should be up to the individual people if they want to watch the president speak. It shouldn't be up to the media. That's basically censorship. Basically, that's basically what they do like in communist countries. So No, the reason why they didn't show it because they just don't like Trump. They just don't like Trump. I think let's like if like Kamala Harris, let's say right. I don't think Kamala Harris will ever be like president. Let's just say she wins the presidency in 2028, right? And she comes out and she thinks that the 2024 election was rigged, and she's going to expose the evidence of the 2024 election being rigged, or she's going to expose evidence why the 2016 election was rigged for Hillary and Russia interfered with the election. All those networks be showing it. It's just kind of bullshit. What I mean? They just don't like Trump. That's just basically what they just hate Donald Trump. That's just basically what it is. So, um, Trump admin moving to debank illegal immigrants. I don't mind that. I'm talking like illegals, not legal immigrants. I'm fine with illegal. DHS to investigate early voting in the midterms to catch illegal votes. Okay. See how that goes. But early voting hasn't even happened yet. I guess they're basically tumbling the primaries. If they found that, if they found evidence if like illegals were voting in the midterm elections, yeah, that's like fine. But I don't know. I just worry that I'm just like worried it's gonna cause like chaos if happen like ice at like the polling places. It's just gonna cause like a lot of chaos. It's gonna cause a lot of like just chaos, and they're gonna try to get people get violent towards it. So who knows? Okay. All right, let's go look at the graphic 47 because there's been a lot of things. Oh god, they're talking shit about Tim Walz. It's funny they do call tampons. I don't like when they call people these nicknames, but that's actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. Tim Walz is a piece of shit. So Tim Walz, last week basically pardoned a fucking rapist. And this is what this moron said. Let's go look at this.
I guess the question I would ask is did that make us any safer? Did that make the children that are left behind any more stable? Did it improve the idea
oh my god, what a fucking
we
loser.
Can't all be judged by our worst day? And I want to be very clear.
God, I feel bad for the people in Minnesota that this fucking piece of shit losers are governor, man. He thinks it's okay. He's upset that ICE, deported a fucking convicted rapist. What a fucking loser, man. What a fucking loser. This is what whoever runs the rapid voice in. Just so we're all clear, Tampon Jim Party, an illegal alien who was convicted of repeated sexual abuse. They can blame when they be deported. This man is sick of it. For once, I agree with them. I do. He's sick. He's okay with fucking illegal rapists in the fucking country. That's sick. That's sick shit. Like, what the fuck? That is sick. So, let's see what else. Senator Richard, President Trump, classified. Oh, we looked at that shit yesterday. Oh, this is him talking about soccer. Okay, not important. It's just soccer, basically. The first president to bring on drug prices. Doesn't show how much, dude. I can't really tell, to be honest. So he tweeted about something. Such great news in June's inflation numbers. Prices fell by the most in a single month over 6 years. June CPI was below the forecast of every single economic 67 that Bloomberg pulled. Prices were down across the board, including gasoline. Sadly, gas has gone back up. Electricity, auto insurance, hotels, and prescription drugs with strong wage growth and declining pricing to real wages rose at a massive 0.8%. As investment corridors our country, factories, construction surges, manufacturing jobs, rise, prices fall. There's so much to be proud of people in America this year, President Donald Trump. We're gonna fact check that real quick. Oh shit. We're gonna fact check it. Oh, honestly, that's so stupid. Or don't reject. How much? How much? How much has wages have gone up this? Touchdown percentage in the red zone. 71% of the time when the red zone is for a touchdown. I fucking said that wrong. In 2026, so far for June, U.S. normal wage growth has been around 3.5% to 3.7 year over year. So wages have gone by 3.6%. Oh no. Okay, this is like real wages with inflation just have gone by 0.1%. Not I don't know where they got the 0.8 from. It's actually 0.1. Oh, year over year. Through June 2026, real wages have mostly flat. It's slightly positive. This year, depending on the exact year, as inflation has offset much of the normal gains. Wages have cooled through the high rates in 2024 and 2025. It's now a more normal wage. Give me a second. Real inflation adjusted gains have been modest or near zero for much of the year. Median purchasing power hasn't improved for much of the average worker. These U.S. averages actually increased fairly widely by industry occupation, location, experience, and whether you switch jobs, sectors, tech, healthcare, or skill trades. Often you see stronger growth in retail and hospitality. So yeah, I don't know where we get the 0.8 from. The reason why real wages are only like at 0.8 and they're like flat because a lot of that has to do with the tariffs that were implemented last year and also the war abroad has basically kind of fucked up wages. I think if the tariffs weren't implemented last year, you would see wages like going up in more the positive direction, not like that. So, but no, they get information wrong, so I'm not surprised. Big winning quote for the American people, the so-called Dignity Equality Act, a binding DI law, was ruled exactly what I said it was, like a racist and constitutional giveaway that never should have become law. Sleepy Joe and the Democrats use your tax dollars to fight Americans instead of serving all Americans. At my direction, Howard Nutlick, I call him Nutlick because he was with Jeffrey Epstein, my wonderful Secretary of Commerce pedophile, fought in the court and agreed a massive victory for common sense and our Constitution. Thank you for the sentence matter. Okay, whatever. For decades, horrible politicians allowed our industrial bases to move overseas. Their trade policies encouraged companies to find the cheaper labor and build the products were invented across Asia. When I took office, we didn't go leading as semiconductor chips in America. American trade policy was broken and resolved incentives. Now, TMC, the largest lead edge semiconductor chip manufacturing world, has announced an additional $100 billion investment in their semiconductors fabricating factories in America that brings their total commitment to build chips in America that the report century 85 to 65 billion dollars. My trade policy and trade deals are college executive what I said they would from automobiles, pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, and everything across our economy. The Trump administration is bringing a fancy manufacturing home to America. This is what success feels like: massive hiring, massive construction, massive investment. Welcome to the Golden Age of America. We were a fight. Everyone's to come build America. And remember, if you do so, there is no tariffs. Let me look that up. Is there a 100 billion dollars with TMC in America. Yeah. In America. US TMC has announced about additional $100 billion investment in the United States in July after 2026 focus on Arizona. This brings TMC a total committed U.S. investment $260 billion for $65 billion. The new founders for 4 additional advancement of beneficial plants in Arizona. This morning I'm sitting back saying, shoot a second. Thinking about Dallas, and you're sticking with Mac Jones. He's my number one. It is described as the largest single foreign direct investment in U.S. history. The announcement came with TSMC, strong quarter 26 earnings record profit driven by AI demand from consumers like NVIDIA, highlighted by the Trump administration. This is a part of a broader multi-year extension to build more U.S.-based manufacturing capacity for advanced chips. Plans can involve new demands, but the commitment is official ongoing. So a lot of it has to do with like, I guess that probably means that it's gonna be for like data centers, basically, which is what it means. It's basically driven by AI demand. It probably was, I guess, some truth they wanted to like pay the tariffs, but I think a lot of it has to do with like, with AI demand. It probably has something else to do with like probably like data centers, I would think. So, oh, this is fucking ridiculous. We're gonna look at this one, then we'll go look at some of the articles. So, Trump is threatening to do tariffs on Canada again over the fucking wildfires, even though it's part of nature. This is what he said. We are holding Canada responsible for the fact that they're not properly maintaining their forests and brush therein, and the United States is being unnecessarily invaded by filthy, polluted, unhealthy air, the quality of which is dangerous and totally unacceptable. I will call the Prime Minister during the day to find out what they are going to do about it, because it's uncalculable. Canada has refused to engage in basic forest management and debris removal, knowing that such refusal will lead to exactly this result. This willful negligence and the combination yearly occurs, costing the United States billions of dollars, which of this portion must of necessarily be added to the tariffs and Canada's currently paying. Thank you for your attention to this man, President Trump. Bro, it's fucking nature, dude. You're fucking stupid. You're gonna fucking tariff Canada again over fucking wildfires? That's what you're gonna say. You're gonna fucking tariff fucking California because they have wildfires over here? It's just part of fucking nature, dude. What a fucking idiot. Oh, he's such a retard. Dude, it's so stupid, man. And all these fucking MAGA slot cunts are just fucking eating this shit up, dude. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say, man. That's just fucking dumb. Um, I'm gonna go look at the Foxy articles now. I wasn't really much in the Rapid 47 to like really like look at. No, I'm sorry, but tariff in Canada over just common fucking nature is fucking it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy in my opinion. That's just me. You wouldn't tear California because they have wildfires every year. I just think that's just fucking dumb. That's just my opinion. Alright, who's gonna look at the articles? We get to look at the Fox News articles yesterday because we were looking at all that, all that stuff that was shit for 2.5 hours. Water real quick. Okay. I don't really care about that. Oh, they're trying to target our ocean. Why award 600,000 student visas? True. Yeah, it's just changing pay. Why does he want to give more visa? 100,000 Chinese students to, have some investment to our farmers and our farmland and our agriculture products. It does not make any sense. It's just my opinion. It's just, I don't know, bro. The president of the United States apparently official angry and content address to the nation on Thursday night told the American people that China has been aggressively meddling in our elections. The claims were eye-popping in debate about how to better secure American voting procedures and maintain a free and fair press will continue. But there is another burning question Americans should be asking: What is the United States of America going to do about China now? One of the most obvious and immediate actions would be to revoke the president's decision to welcome huge numbers of Chinese students to British universities are fertile ground and groundbreaking. Research and technology presents enormous astonishing opportunities on Thursday. The day of the president's address, the Department of Homeland Security announced that it would be time restrictions on foreign student visas, but after the president's speech, there's no question there should be a major reduction in Chinese student visas and fans. I agree with that. Trump said China stole millions of files on American voters with the goal of influencing the 2020 presidential election. Stolen election data includes names, address, phone numbers, and political locations, and out of voter registration information. Trump also claimed China sought to influence business leaders to abandon their support for Trump's presidential bid and to identify American journalists who reported negatively on his presidency. China then allegedly offered the journalists large sums of money to increase their negative report in hopes of undermining Trump's re-election campaign. It would take weeks and months to flesh out the president's claims and verify them independently, but the White House made public the heavily redacted intelligence documents that allegedly support them. It's imperative that our election system be safe and secure. It must be private information of American citizens. Voters also be confident that they can vote safely, that each vote will be counted fairly, and the outcome of the election accurately represents the views of American citizens. No business leader or journalist, if this claim is verified, should be bribed to support or work against any American candidate in the service of American enemies. At the same time, the United States should take every reasonable measure to thwart obvious China intelligence reflection operations and explain that those measures are a direct response to China's exploitation and abuse of American ocean society. In August of 2025, President Trump announced that the United States would accept 600,000 Chinese students in response to the opposition from many of the president's supporters. The White House clarified that this was a continuation of U.S. policy. Trump defended his position and said it would be insulting to China to deny Beijing access to visas and would harm relations between the two nations and important talks about trade. Trump's defense of Chinese visas was a reversal of the decision of Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Had articulated just months earlier, Rubio stated in May 2025 that he would revoke Chinese visas, unlike people with connections to the Chinese Communist Party, especially those studying in the crucial fields. In his confirmation here before the Senate, it said Rubio said China is the nation of top geopolitical adversary. He also said much of what we have to do to combat China is here at home. Indeed, China cares deeply about those U.S. students visas that Xi Jinping is the only CCP leader since Mao Zedong to stay in power beyond the 2 5-year terms. He's currently in a 5-year term with no inside appears to be Canada's plan to replace the United States as the world's most powerful and influential nation. Xi's goals would not preserve anything resembling to the status quo. For American Chinese expert Matt Honecker, a former senior official in the first Trump administration, have written that she's aimed to disintegrate the West and usher in the anti-democratic order. Essential to China's efforts to outpace America is collecting massive amounts of data on Americans to steer their thoughts and opinions via the use and advance in Chinese technology in the space, advanced AI, aerospace, and quantum computing. It's simple and deadly formula. Americans and strip them of their sensitive national security research and technology while maintaining control and unity among the Chinese population and things in China's key industries to outpace the United States. The Department of Homeland Security's first press release said since 1974, students have been admitted into the U.S. and for unspecified periods, enabling families to become forever students and perpetuating a rolling course for departure. That's an obvious problem, but only one aspect of the issue. There are hundreds of thousands of Chinese nationals enrolled in American universities, but many folks in their efforts on STEM-related research involve Americans may want to generously apply for national study at U.S. universities, especially hoping to encourage students to become more pro-American and more American visas from China must go through a government CCP vetting process, and each candidate must pass. Even if a Chinese student has not started to harm the United States, he or she necessarily tied in response to China and the CCP. Trump's first speech must be a inflection point, not only galvanized bipartisan American support for secure and fair elections, but also protect our nation from Chinese espionage and high, and that impose a high cost on China for exploring our open security. Wow, that was kind of interesting shit. I actually agree with that. Um, yeah, it's just the whole thing doesn't make sense. Why would you accept 600,000 Chinese students for visas if you think China rigged the election for you? And why would you be friendly with Xi Jinping? And honestly, Xi Jinping basically exceeding his time as president of China. He basically wants to be like an actual like dictator, and basically wants to destabilize the fucking West and be the dominant main superpower. This is kind of basically like our second Cold War, basically. You know how like in the after World War II, there's a Cold War with the USSR, and the USSR wanted to be, the United States, going to the moon, with like technology and all that stuff. That's what we're currently doing with China. We're trying to like beat in the AI race and like, with it has the number one like GDP in the world and all that stuff. Pieces. I don't see someone actually grab the hole. I see hand fighting. I see hands on each other's pads. So, yeah, that's just my opinion on that. See what you get. Time at last. What's next after the House passed the bill to do away with daylight savings? So I don't really give a fuck about daylight savings. Who cares? If you chose laws Hunter Biden as rotating after Republican calls it a biggest troll. And the Pharaoh calls Hunter Biden unlimited and the biggest troll while arguing his barista and coffee outside Trump to garners. Inside a look at the most dangerous parts of the human smuggler tunnel swings at the border. Strategist James Carville says one key trend Trump votes will not show up in the midterm. See anything else. Conservatives flip script on Newsom after he demanded the 20th amendment for Trump. Alright, we go look at this one. Section 1 to come forward in this one. One is some of DHS chief Mark Wayne Mullen blocks ABC and NBC over a shameful decision to skip the Trump election speech.
Across Texas,
Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen blasted ABC and NBC on Friday for the Clinton era President Trump's election security address on their broadcast network Thursday night, accusing the outlets of withholding information from Americans as the midterm approach. That's actually true. That's basically like form of censorship. How shameful is that? He said. ABC, NBC, not caring that he could see why. What are you trying to cover up? Why would they want to inform the American people? Why are they calling us a news outlet if they're trying to put the news out there? CBS aired part of Trump's remarks before kind of like, well, Fox carried the entire speech live, but Fox, likes Trump. So, Fox is pretty pro-Trump. So, ABC and NBC showed the address on their broadcast and was put offered for streaming platform. CNN did not air it live. The speech live, while now aired part of it before also cut it away. The secretary argued that the news that the networks had previously amplified assurance about the 2020 election while rejecting Trump's presentation of newly classified intelligence. Two major networks did want to cover it. I think the question really should say why, because they shortcut the other parts. The other part of it when we're saying that it's the most secure election ever. Mullen says. What facts do they have? Because they didn't have facts. They were taking someone's word for it. President Trump gave facts. Say we're giving facts. Trump announced the new release of Bruce Lee classified intelligence that the White House documented vulnerabilities in voting infrastructure for efforts to obtain voter data. He also pressed Congress about the Safe America Act, which would impose federal voter identification proof of citizenship requirements. The president also directly criticized ABC and NBC over the decision not to broadcast the Trump speech on TV. They don't like the topic because they know how corrupt our system is, and they don't want to reveal what Trump said. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country, and that's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections. Trump argued that the network should face regulatory consequences for not carrying his remarks. Fraud is like this should mean revocation of their license, he said. They use our public multi-million-dollar in-valley airways for absolutely no money. Without permission, license, and individual broadcasters, they just not national networks. Give me a sec. I don't think they should strip their licenses or anything. I'm very critical of the mainstream media. I think the mainstream is biased. I think it's corrupt. But I think it's also bullshit that they really show us. They don't have to like Trump. They can say Trump's a fascist or a Nazi, say he's an idiot or whatever. But he's still the president, you know what I mean? He's still the fucking president, and they should always show when he's speaking to the country. You know, like Fox News always show when Biden's addressed the nation, you know, same with like Obama, Bush, you know, etc. So they just, you know, the reason why they show it is they just don't like, you know, Trump. It's basically what it is. So China blames Canada for wildfire smoking. It says Bush and Kashi add to the tariffs. I think that's insane. I really do think that's fucking insane. I hope the Supreme Court tells them no. It's insane. It's insane. President Trump on Friday blaming Canada from ongoing wildfires that he is drifting into the United States, accusing the country of willful negligence. And forest managers suggested the economic cost of the pollution should be added to the tariffs on Canadian imports. We are holding Canada responsible for the fact that they are not properly maintain their forests and brushes therein, and the United States is being unnecessarily invaded by filthy, polluted, unhealthy air, the quality of which is dangerous and totally unacceptable, Trump wrote in a True Social post. Trump said he had plans to call the Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, however you say his last name, later Friday to discuss the issue. I will call the Prime Minister during the day to find out what they are going to do about it, Trump wrote. The president argued Canada had refused to engage in basic forest management and debris removal despite knowing that such practice and could help in risk of devastating wildfires. Canada has refused to engage in basic forest management and debris removal, knowing that such refusal will lead to exactly this result. Trump wrote, "This is willful negligence and becomes a yearly occurrence, costing the United States billions of dollars, which cause of this pollution must of necessary be the tariffs Canada is currently paying." Trump did not say how it costs, and would be incorporated into existing tariffs or whether he intended to pursue forward trade and action tied to the wildfire smoke. The comments come as smoke from nearly 850 active wildfires across Canada, including more than 180 in Ontario, and stripped the United States. Promoted air quality alerts in more than 20 states from the upper Midwest to the Northeast, according to NASA. Health officials have warned that the wild smoke can pose health risks, partially for people on heart and lung conditions, and advise residents in affected areas to monitor local air quality when outdoor activities is worsened. Yeah, a lot of it is due to like poor pollution and also a lot of it's just fucking nature, man. Like California just got like bad fucking nature because they're out like in the West Coast, and also California's been poorly run too. Well, it's just a lot of that's due to nature, but I think it's kind of fucking crazy that you're gonna you want to tariff can over wildfires. I'm like, come on, bro. That's fucking insane. Come on, man. That's fucking crazy. I hope he does not do that. That's seriously fucking crazy, man. I hope he does not do that. So that's just my opinion. So yeah. But I would recommend if anybody's living in Canada, if you're living in Canada right now, just like when you do go out somewhere, make sure you're wearing a mask. Make sure you're wearing like an N95 mask. So you don't want to inhale that shit in. You don't want to get COPD or get or lung cancer in the future. You don't want to get sick or anything. What the fuck? Olive Garden becomes unlucky. Face photo ID guy after Russian voice goes viral. Olive Garden never ending pasta. Fans are crazy photo ID. Sparking conservancy argue pastas are more secure than elections in some states. Dude, that's hilarious. Oh. Dude, fucking Olive Garden's got more secure. It's more secure than our elections, bro. That's funny as fuck. The White House just how he used election security jab over Olive Garden. Plus up past policy. What Trump says, I'm gonna do tariffs on Olive Garden. Olive Garden will now have to pay a 50% tariff. Any pasta going into the Olive Garden stores will have to pay a 50% tariff and potentially 100% tariff if they don't get rid of it, because it's making me look like a moron. This just funny as fuck. True Social plans to sell early access to Trump votes makes you want to puke. I don't really care about this True Social. Shit, what else? There's not really a lot of good articles to read, to be honest. I'm sorry, guys. So really a lot of good articles to kind of read. Let's go look at was in Senate news. What was the news in the Senate? Trump pushes Lindsey Graham's sister to run for the U.S. Senate after she gets appointed to Trump. No, she might do a good job. If she does a good job, she might run for Senate. I have no idea. Many Dems rallied behind Planners' far-left platform and scrambled to support its followers beyond fears. We go look at that. So they have till like next week to find a candidate to replace Grant Plattner. As you know, Grant Plattner, who is originally like the front runner for the the Democrats. He's a fucking far left. He's a fucking socialist neo-Nazi, fucking rapist, right? Was like running in vain. Won the Democrat primary. And more likely he was going to be the new like Senate, the new like senator in May. Obviously, he had to drop out because all those like rape allegations came out against him. So they have to like next week to find him new candidate to replace him, so they have like another Democrat primary in May. So Democrats are competing to replace disgraced Maine Senate nominee Grant Plattner, embracing the key portion of his progressive platform during the first debate included abortion, ICE, Medicare for all, economic policy, and criticism of Israel. The debate showed that Plattner's withdrawal from a rape allegation he denies has not produced a corresponding break from the agenda that powered him to a landslide primary victory. Democrats now have 8 days to select a replacement to challenge Republican Susan Collins. All the candidates vying to replace the now disgraced Plattner called for elimination of ICE during the debate, which held 3 days after fatal shooting of a 25-year-old fallen for a Biddle Ford May. Nobody deserves to get shot and killed in the streets. When their 3-year-old daughter is still in her pajamas, said Maine Secretary of State Shana Bellows, who unsuccessfully ran for the Democratic government nomination. Mara Shia, who was the runner-up in the last month of the government's caucus, said, "I'm beyond fears about the murders that happened in our streets." The Department of Homeland Security said the driver attempted to flee, and that an officer fired while fearing for public safety. The shooting is being investigated by Maine's Attorney General and the FBI and the DHS. Inspector General demand who was killed was not the target of a law enforcement action, according to information provided the Maine lawmakers. Shah, who directed the Maine Center of Disease Control Prevention from 2019 to 2023, and later served as principal deputy director to the federal CDC, pointed to what he called the president's fears and emphasized, "I don't think this agency can be reformed. The rot has gone into the core, and we must abolish it." Troy Jackson, a former Maine Senate president, who also ran successfully for the government nomination, said, "I support law enforcement, but ICE is not law enforcement. It's a rogue agency." Jordan Wood, a former congressional staffer for the Representative Cape Board of California, unsuccessfully ran for the Democrat nomination this year in Maine's second congressional district, a crucial swing state. Also called for the abolish of ICE. "We need a new law enforcement agency that has the trust of people," he said. Dan Colvin, a co-founder of the Maine Beer Company, briefly ran for the Democratic Senate nomination before dropping out, said ICE needs to be abolished. It's a rotten to the core. It's irredeemable. David Castillo, who ran unsuccessfully for the Senate in 2024, in this year claimed ICE was a political instrument of the Trump administration, enjoying the chorus, saying it should be absolutely abolished. Absolutely be abolished, he says. The shooting in Biddleford, which is located about 15 miles southwest of Portland, was the second fatal ICE shooting in the week, following a tragic incident in Houston, Texas. Four of the Democratic Senate candidates huddled with protesters in Biddleford out at the incident, and Shine held a news conference the following day outside Collins Field's office, located just a few blocks from the scene of the shooting. How many people must die in the hands of Donald Trump's mass martyrs before we finally agree now that it's time to abolish ICE? Now, rather than abolish it, But Susan Collins has decided to research his crucial budget, Shana argued. Planners' economic policy and particularly oligarchy was also the common theme on the debate stage, also while critiquing each one for policy, foreign aid that the country receives. The candidates were asked about point blank during the debate what ideas planners do they intend to keep it up. I think that's pretty clear. I mean, what Graham talked about is something that I've been fighting for since I got politics, healthcare, America for all. Jeff said, I mean, people in this country deserve to have healthcare. We deserve to have a government that are not giving taxes to the ultra wealthy in this country on the backs of healthcare. This is something I believe strongly in. Shauna said there's a lot of areas where Graham's policies and mine overlap, and pointed to ICE as the main area of agreement. Wood pointed to human rights work and needed for the Palestinian state. Those responded by saying this single idea from Graham Platter that spoken most deeply to me is that he right that the democracies that we thought we had has been deeply corrupted. But those in power in Washington, he's doing this massive corporations. Plundering populist Democrats who respected less by progressive champion Bernie Sanders, who won the early June Democratic primary in a landslide. A combat failure and an oyster farm who campaigned at campfire. Plattner steamrolled the Democratic establishment, but even as he crushed the competition to capture the nomination, Plattner had already been forced on the fence in the wake of a slew of scandals. Plattner dropped out earlier this month, and ring calls from top Democrats in Maine across the country to immediately exit the race following the explosive report containing an allegation of rape from a woman who had previously dated Platter denied declining. Facing a July 27 deadline, that's in 10 days. Deadline to certify Platter's replacement. The main Democratic Party will hold a July 25th convention in Bangor, where 601 delegates will likely nominate 13 teams filed with the state party by Wednesday to seek the nomination. Although one quickly dropped to the candidates, still needs to collect signatures of the registered Maine Democrats by July 5th to qualify. So a lot of them are basically just spewing the same bullshit polls that Platter was saying, just minus the neo-Nazi tattoo and minus the rape allegations too. I don't know why they can't just pick like a normal centrist Democrat, not have these fucking far left social fucks, but it's the way it is. That's sadly the Democrat Party has been taken with far left commie Marxists. So, I don't know, man. I don't live in Maine, so not my problem. I wouldn't be voting for those people if I was living in Maine. I don't even like Susan Collins. I would just vote for a third party candidate. Socialists back then would rip the wealthy crack states 12 months in the trend shows Abdul El Sayed reported 260,000 in capital gains and owns two rental properties worth $750,000 while giving against wealthy lands. Like I said, they're all hypocrites, man. This is why, guys, gentlemen, and ladies too, but mainly gentlemen. This is why I call these people champagne socialists. They're not real socialists. They're just wannabe social media socialists. Like Bernie Sanders is a fake socialist. He's a multi-millionaire, Bernie Sanders. He's got 3 mansions and he's got a private jet. Same with AOC. Same with Elizabeth Warren. Same with Hassan. Same with like also like Kyle Kalinsky. And also this Abdul Syed, the fake doctor guy. They're all fucking hypocrites. They like say they're wannabe fucking socialists, and they just basically scam the fuck out of these desperate dumb fucks to elect these idiots, and they basically just scam them to oblivion. Let's go. We're gonna go look at this article. All right, we're gonna go look at this article. Then we're gonna go look at some of the Fox News videos. Then we're gonna get into the Rogan, finish the Rogan JD Vance interview. Then watch some of our shit, stuff. All right. But I just want to see this. This is who his son has been campaigning for and basically dick sucking to. I wonder if Hassan's gonna back ship. Michigan Senate candidate Abdul Syed, who has been intensely critical of the wealthy while on the campaign trail, making enough money to put his wife in the top 1% households in his state. Fake socialists, like I keep saying, boys. Al Syed and his wife have put $686,000 in 2025, according to recently released tax returns, to make it into the top 1% of earners in Michigan households. Need to bring in just over $611,000 towards the IRS data analyzed by Axios. For people who have accumulated so much wealth that your money makes money, at some point we're like, we can't possibly tax El Syed, said in 2025. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it, boys. I love calling out these fucking dumbass fucking grifters. Oh, I love it. We're gonna read more of this. This is fucking hilarious. Oh man, what a fucking hypocrite. Campaign event. If I told you how much wealth is owned by $300,000, most wealthy Americans in this country would blow your mind. So if we put tax on wealth, it would return a lot of money back to the public in use. The release returned listed $260,000 in capital gains, even as El Syed has criticized extreme wealth argues so Americans have so much money and their money makes money. The Senate hopeful who returned reported owning two rental properties worth $750,000 in 2025, has been also critical of greedy landlords. Man, that's very interesting, dude. There's more. El Syed, however, has reserved most of his cruises for billionaires. As category that does not encompass his own level of wealth. So a lot of folks are like, well, Abdul, you just don't want people to get rich. No, I don't want it to begrudge anyone your millions, El Syed said at the campaign event. But I do begrudge everyone your billions. Some of El Syed's biggest supporters in Congress, however, have been directly critical of the 1% that El Syed is a part of. Sanders, a self-declared socialist who endorsed El Syed, and the same day he launched his campaign for Michigan's Senate seat, has long railed against the 1% as a mulligan influence of American politics. The Vermont Sanders also endorsed El Syed's 2018 Michigan bid for governor. Extreme wealth is extremist threat to our economy and our democracy. No, it's not. It demands a crisis local responses campaign website reads Abdul supports tax and billionaire wealth. It came to policies proposed by Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Rogan and Blizzard for. And will champion proposals that we will reduce the wealth and power of the ultra rich and return to working people. There's a sign. A portion of all science household income comes from his wife's psychiatry practice, which attracts criticism after a webpage belonging to the practice really claimed that it did not accept insurance. Man. His reported household income is far more than the 200% gross income disclosed during his 2018 government-run campaign. According to the Pride reporting, despite his left-wing rhetoric, El-Sayed spends his sizable income on obscure items, mostly physical watches, ranging over $2,000 to $10,000, according to the Washington Free Beacon. El-Sayed came to no respond to any request from the government reached by Fox News. Man, what a hypocrite! This guy, like I said, I will keep saying it over and over and over again. These fucking wannabe socialists, they're fucking hypocrites, they're champagne socialists. They bitch about capitalism, but they benefit from capitalism. Like Bernie Sanders does, like Abdul Sayed does, like Elizabeth Warren does, like Hassan does, like Kyle Kulinski. I can keep going on and on and on. They complain about how capitalism's awful, it's evil, millionaires are bad, billionaires are terrible. Then most of them are close to being fucking billionaires. Abdul Sayed's a fucking millionaire. Hassan's a multi-millionaire. Bernie Sanders is a millionaire. Elizabeth Warren's a billionaire. I can keep going on and on. They constantly complain about they want to help the working class. We just want to help the working class. That's why we want to tax the rich. We just want to help the working class. The middle class is being fucked. But they're hypocrites. You know, they have multiple mansions. They have multiple expensive cars. They do insider stock trading, and they truly don't believe in the shit that they spew all the fucking time. It's all performative. It's all them to get elected. Like I said, politicians lie. Don't believe in these dumb fucks, especially this fucking cunt right here. So, they're all hypocrites, boys. Don't believe in their bullshit. Don't believe in it. My advice to you boys, don't believe any other politicians' BS. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you want to vote for. Believe in what you want to vote for. Believe in your fucking values. Do not get worshipped by any politician. Do not be worshipped by a fucking celebrity. Don't be worshipped by me. Just worship your fucking self. That's all my advice for you guys, to worship your fucking self. Do not be worshipped. Do not bow down to these fucking politicians. They do not care about you. They care about themselves. They care about their own fucking special interest groups. So, just believe in yourself. Don't believe in what these idiots tell you, okay? That's sorry for my rants, but I just wanted to say that. None of my yapping. We're going to go look at Fox News videos. I may watch maybe 2. I'm not going to watch 3 like I did a couple days ago, because I want to finish the JVs and Joe Rogan interview, and I also want to get into some other videos too. So we're going to kind of find ones that are kind of quick. So. To San Francisco. Oh shit. I forgot. We're still bombing Iran. Something's gotta forget. Yeah, we're still in a war with Iran, guys. I guess we bombed some bridges, I guess. All right. Okay, guys. Which one should we go look at? We're gonna watch. Okay, we're gonna watch like two. Okay, we're gonna watch this one. All right. We're gonna watch like two parts of these videos, then we're gonna go get into it and see some other stuff. Oh shit. Oh shit, guys, I'm sorry. Sorry, I put this video on. Well, this is a video about we're still tagging it wrong again, so it's just basically more there. Yeah, Central Texas is flooding again like it did last year. Luckily, it's not doing a year, man. Hope, knock on wood, that doesn't happen.
I don't even know what to say there. I'm talking about second spot. Second spot doesn't mean that you're going to be 13-4. Okay? Second spot might be a little something like Philadelphia might run away with it. I know that you think because I say that I don't really mean it. I really mean it. I've watched teams get off the slow start and then figure it out. I watched teams get off the fast start and then all of a sudden disintegrate. So it's early in the season.
Oh shit. We actually did pull up some of the bridges. He actually kind of he actually followed through on that. Wow. Wow.
I actually ain't playing as that.
2 games they won for this team that we're not.
Let me take the jersey. I'm like a thorough checking out the jersey because there's a chance I got it.
I throw things out like
There's also a 99% chance he knew you were doing that from your
command. I attack it.
So we bond, bang, dart of us. So it's close to this. That's basically close to the straight.
That defensive line is their strength. They attack your strength. And to me, that's a broken name. So where do you go now? You know, I never expected that offense. I expected that defense to do dynamic things and incredible things, and that's why I gave.
Did we just restart Epic Fury? Like what the fuck are you talking about? She doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Bro, it's just like we're on Troy, still on US Gulf, allow us to bomb Jordan, Kuwait.
For someone else, like a role player, they probably think that was
man. Damn.
And that's, guys, I know that looked like we did like you were going crazy right now. That was we are down on the regular. Like that's second nature. Regular certified regular. That's just
USSP Poison Bridges were playing routes. Wow, we actually did blow up bridges. Shit. Damn. Are we gonna bomb their electricity sites next? I really kind of said what the fuck's gonna do about that.
The Russians. That's the Russians? Okay. That's you try doing it without translating.
The seventh spot barely weighs.
You certainly did it without it. I can't. It actually says specifically you. Whenever I hop on the next one, not even giving.
You didn't learn your lesson last night?
I'm just saying I don't win the division. If you don't win the division, you gotta fall somewhere. Maybe it's because you're ugly.
That's not necessary.
Maybe take your ugly instead of my power. So maybe hold my pocket from the
Sam, how? Show clothes.
And then maybe put lip on your upper lip and lick it off.
You make a play here.
Shit.
That's a long while that you praise him.
He's
He's a tough kid. That you say, well, you just can't ultimately
grab a couple
win
of
it.
toothpaste and squeeze it out over your belly button while I lick it off, stripping my meat.
The Commanders have all kind of talent all over everywhere. They just couldn't get their quarterback in enough place after they quickly fell behind and had to throw it 51 times. They ran for nothing last
So
night.
did Israel, by the way, they bombed Lebanon. Kind of escalate this bullshit, but let's just leave that out.
I think they have to make 29. Okay, right? Didn't Sam Hell have 19?
Try that. Try that. I'm making an MDR with you.
What happened was Justin Fields happened. He is a super sharp athlete. I give you that. He
I
has
don't
a
understand
huge
what's so funny about that. I would like to
potential.
So they bombed this area. It's not that far from the Shreds. So it's this part right here.
You scumbag piece of shit.
Delivery's a little long and slow.
Is that a scumbag?
Beat up
You're a
with Ohio
scumbag?
State, just go crazy.
You're a
hot
you're a
for a game,
scumbag
and then
piece
he
of
go
shit.
crazy
Scumbag
cold.
piece of shit.
He's not a consistent passer of the football. But you want to talk about running the football. He is. I was saying last year he's looking like Eric Dickerson to me. Can you last in this league doing that?
Not only is he young, this is, I believe, his third offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a lot. When you have those issues where you're changing coaches and changing coordinators and getting new receivers, you know, all of these things.
Oil skyrocketed. Gas is like almost $4 here. Gas today was like $3.62. It's only $80. Shit, I thought it'd be a little bit higher than that. That's good. I'm kind of relieved it's not gone up. I thought it'd be going by a lot more. It was at one point it got to like 69 barrel when we thought that deal was gonna happen.
Because
To reward your conviction before the whistle.
Hopefully it doesn't skyrocket over $100 like it did. The highest ever got was 111. That was back in March.
Reactions from people already, but honestly, it's a typical Call of Duty stuff we've been hearing pretty much the entire franchise. It looks the same as all the other ones. It's a odd game. It looks like this one and this one smashed together. That's not the answer.
That's your
Alright, no movement already. You can already see that. Got this M4 weird side.
you want my
sliding
card? Sure. That's dental insurance.
Oh, what is this TTK?
So you're saying you had nothing to drink today?
You
said you had nothing to drink today?
Yeah, it feels like a that size.
Not that much. Not that much. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, immediately just by looking at this, it does look like a W19 It's a Modern Warfare, so I'm surprised Modern Warfare 4 looks like Modern Warfare. I will say, though, just by looking at it, it works off of my screen. Overall, it looks not like as big a step as I was thinking or what had thought. I thought that there would be like a whole different feel going on here, but I was thinking it was going to be a
Actual
bigger
fucking gold rank
itself. But
It's crazy. Not only is Long Island women are dangerous, yeah.
I also like the classic Call of Duty stuff. I think they both have some filter right in. They split, they prefer one or the other.
That's fine if you don't want me, but just like I have to make my determination on my
Yeah, I'm going to see what's gonna happen. I guess we bombed some of the breaches. I know like Trump's going to do that. He fell through on that. It's just kind of bullshit that Iran keeps, attacking the Gulf countries like they've attacked Jordan last. They attacked Jordan on Thursday. They attack Kuwait. They keep attacking Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Just I wish Iran would just go fuck off, man. It's just I don't know. The whole thing's a mess.
What if you, I don't know, for example, throw a
What is this? We can go watch this one. It's only 10 minutes. Then we go finish the Joe Rogan and Jake Vance interview. Okay, guys? Oh, God, they're fucking dumbass socialist. Fuck. Jesus. We gotta get these people out of the fucking politics of our country, man. They're fucking cancerous, toxic thoughts. Gotta get them out. We gotta get them out, man. We got to fucking get them out. Genesis these fucking dumbasses out of the fucking politics. Just get them out. So, I like John Fair, man. He's like that guy I really like.
TTK is crazy. You said you guys are coming from okay. Do you take any medication? You don't take any medication?
They're terrorist supporters. They support them. They downplay Islamic terrorism.
This is why I think people are saying MW2 because notoriously offense like no movement, and he'd be able to just sit there and milk people whenever they try to come towards you. Get out, doesn't just want Skyros has his full bench, don't fight against somebody, don't fight his kind of whatever at this point. It was pretty cool, but really never got anything. There's always felt like he was exclusively played through these events and then no one ever touched it. Oh, he's killed one, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just because of like the cement and stuff, but you know when like some games have a graphics shutting down?
Same here, already support terrorism.
I don't know how to explain that.
Everything makes these people a police officer. You must think that you're like fucking elf from
like
Death
the general look.
You're like Sherlock Holmes.
Like even guys
You get fucking two like interdimensional going psychological tricks on these people.
The amount of crazy attachments and shit that are showing that is
Wouldn't they give you like such a massive power fantasy just to be dealing with people that are just stupid all the
the way
time?
that it was implemented,
But you're probably gonna be thinking you're the smartest guy
as they released it over time. Whereas in this
That's what
game,
I
it's coming out on one
You're
internet,
confusing on what you want to do there.
similar to that. You remember how they does it? See what people are saying.
Shit, my mouth got dry. More talking.
Like from the last I there's some observation that you need to upgrade more people on the like that's great. This doesn't even feel like it's that much of a step up. It's just me. I mean, maybe it's nice. I'm plugging it myself. I'm watching other people play, but it does look very similar to the other game. The thing is, Call of Duty since the beginning of time has always been said to be the same cookie cutter thing over and over and over. Now, even though that's pretty true, it's not like as egregious. It's been more egregious.
Bro, why is shit on Thomas Massey there? Fuck that. Come on.
Oh my God, they're so shit. Some years. Sometimes it does, for better or for worse. That's a lot of conversation. But actually, the same for 7 years. I mean, this is. I'm not going to go right now. We're not 19, right? But yeah, definitely. We say one deal, just like the last 3 months. It does. It's a bit better than the others, but I generally don't get why they keep putting this message everywhere. Yeah, that's also a very NW2 thing. That's a visual dog shit. The last 7 years worth of criticism. It's happening. It's just not you. Yeah, I think it's also if you go back to NW 2019, it doesn't. It's got a certain look about it, but otherwise, in comparison, it's not a very clear game. Slop every year, people got their crutches. I'm not doing the same MW again, but it's on Game Pass. It should look like MW19 that overly smooth. I like that Hellfire is correlated directly.
This level's gonna be easy.
I can
definitely handle 5 guys at once.
Yeah, exactly. GS Magna and MW3 was a Desert Eagle. My brain is much better. Turn back now while you can. Why is tax free back? Tax free is obviously never be added to Call of Duty. You're going to take sliding out on mini map nuts. It's crazy that people still buy this game every year. Go in there, they'll play it for a couple of weeks, couple of months, do whatever it is that they want to do. Maybe not. Some other game comes out. We keep on rolling. It's a good game to play. And there's a lot more fun. It seems overall that people are very impressed. So it's like MW3 and MW3 just, referencing the overall speed of everything with cool attachments. And then MW2 goes with a TTK and it was like phase 2 or what. They're playing to a bunch. It's crazy to I'm so annoyed that it happened to me. I'm sorry. I just why not? I'm happy to cheer, but
He's trying to talk her off a cliff.
So stupid. Come on, I don't respect people fucking touching people.
It's again the respect thing.
Like that?
It's the respect. Oh my god.
So we got to I have nothing on me, so it's just right.
We're gonna make sure.
Okay. But you cannot touch a woman like that.
By your arms?
This is dumb. But you
There's a lot. There is a lot. There's a lot. There's like crazy frog.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna let you go right here. Are you gonna pull it out? Put your grab. Excellent. I don't want to go through any information.
That's
All right.
Thank you.
There you go.
Please.
All right. Let's cooperate.
Let's not do it.
Let's not do
I love it so much. You doesn't even know it.
That's, you know, love is crazy.
I know.
But you can't come out and
I know.
You know, you.
Oh god, here we go. Here we go, boys. Here we go.
Although maybe the kid has no female figure, they should try to swap to a man to try to lead.
We don't need to see anything. You can take that all on board.
I was saying, maybe the kid has
What a love story. Oh my god. Back to it. Also, you're intoxicated.
You're not intoxicated. I'll do what I have to do to prove that. That's my phone.
You got this phone.
Yeah.
That's her phone.
Who cares, right?
Oh my god. I was running wild.
the fact that people still walk it should have been insane. I feel like it's all the times why I hate that I'm against to the window.
Honey, I got you. Can you grab it?
What the?
That's like the.
Man.
Please let me the fuck alone. He's like hurting me.
Will you stop resisting him? Stop resisting him, man.
I'm not. Are you hurt me? No, you
Yo, key though, Chad. The true chat structure.
You see that?
Whole speed and a round that motherfucking big chat.
I just want to do circles. You're not going to do circles. This retard wants to spin around. I mean, if you're going to act like this, do you? I feel like you do. Absolutely. Oh my god. Stay like that. Yeah. Moving around. Oh, here we go. Here you go.
Yeah, you're bad. Man. You be in the bushes, like you
Why do you do this? You don't need to do this.
Just give her back. You gotta open your get
Put her in that car right now. You need to knock it off right now.
Sexy.
Oh no, they gotta tie her up.
Yeah. Also, I like John Fairbanks. I don't agree with everything he says, but I think he's one of like few like normal Democrats in the Democratic Party. He hasn't gone insane. I don't think we should be sending money to any country. I don't think we should be sending any money to Israel. I don't think we should be sending money to Ukraine. I think we should stop for it. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But no, I don't think we should be sending any money to foreign countries. The money should be going to Americans, not to other foreign countries. I don't think we should be fighting any like countries' wars. Because I don't think our taxpayer money should be going should be going $1 trillion pockets so we can like continue this fucking aggressive like wars in the Middle East. So that's like my opinion on that. No, but it's just not funny how these like socialists make a big deal about Republicans like being Nazis and fascists, but they were praising Grant Platter, which had fucking Nazi too. Oh, it's just pure fucking, in my opinion, pure stupidity. Alright, enough of that. We're gonna go back and finish some JD Vance or Rogan interview. We didn't finish it yesterday because we were looking for all that fucking, like White House final slop. So we're gonna get right back into there's like an hour left. I think it's like an hour. There's like 58 minutes left of this. We're gonna look at this next. Also, we're gonna look at Tim playing the MW4
Well, by the way, the cops could just easily go get the shoe, but they're like, you know what? You fucking retard, you obnoxious, drunk, disorderly fucking retard that doesn't want to listen. Nah, bro, we're gonna leave your shoe in the fucking street. Fuck you. Right? Yeah, that's what I would do. No, you do. That's right. You don't have to. The cowboy. Shut the door. One final circle.
This officer correctly predicted this suspect's behavior as she was able to escape from her handcuffs during her transport to the jail.
Not better than fucking in 5 months sickness. That's not unheard of. Brother, like, that thing's the fucking suburban area.
Step out.
Oh yeah, they're basically talking about the UFOs because the White House has released some of the UFOs like 2 months ago. I haven't really looked that much of that, to be honest. I looked at some of the one of those was a fucking nothing burger. Was it really anything that important? A lot of it's just basically just fucking conspiracy theories.
As I said, bro, it's like this. I thought that was Casey truck. Just kidding. Thanks, guys.
Approximately 3 hours later, an officer questions one of the suspects about something they found in her possession.
Hey, I gotta ask you something before we go into that. I do have to ask you any of those questions. So you have a resume, silent chat. Are you going to speak with me knowing your
with the Crocs? Oh my god.
in your little makeup thing in the purse, the blue one or whatnot. When you check it, it's Xanax. Also developed in the purse.
What? I'm just confused. Like, fucking Kaylee. Okay. Fucking instantly solved.
The shooter is in my possession. Fleeing into the woodline.
I just wanted to clear it up because especially if you had a prescription for it, I wanted to make sure. Okay. All right. I appreciate it. Do you have any questions for me? Thank you.
So imagine this, you're out with your friends having a long work week, everybody's laughing, having a good time, possibly not noticing that no one has been paying attention to how many drinks you've had. Now, you and your friends stumble to your car, and somewhere deep inside you, you know that you're in no condition to drive. Either you don't care, you figure all I gotta do is make it home. The sad thing is you have other people in the car with you, nobody takes the responsible initiative to say those 4 words, let's get an Uber. Today, police stop a woman and the officer makes her aware immediately that she ran a red light and she almost caused an accident. The one thing that I always notice is that people who drink and drive, they always appear inconvenient when they got stopped. And as this woman is being investigated, she actually gives the officer her dental insurance paperwork. Maybe I've been retired too long, but that even left me speechless. And at this,
They should have tried.
You're smart. Here it is. Here's the what car? Yeah, car insurance. Yeah.
point, upon request, the driver refused to do a field sobriety test. And for the life of me, I don't understand why the passenger also refuses, which wasn't even driving. Which further lets me know, in my opinion, that these women don't even know where they are or what's going on. And now the officer has probable cause to arrest because of all of his observations. But it's not going to help the driver that she refused to have a sobriety test done. And now the driver is requested by the officer to exit the car, which she does. The passenger got out of her own volition, and if you watch the driver, her face showed no reaction when told what she did on the road. But this is normal with alleged DUIs. This is what's so scary to me about these situations. And now we see the passenger becoming a little passive-aggressive, but nothing too bad yet. But then as the driver is placed in handcuffs, here comes the passenger, and I really don't know what she thought she was going to do, but she literally falls to the ground. And I'm 100% saying it's because of her drinking, because the officer did nothing. And then we notice the driver just totally doing 180. But she was really calm. This is the dangers of overindulging with alcohol. Because she begins to resist, it has to be physically going to the cruiser and placing the car by the officer. Well, all this is going on with the passenger.
I think that there's people that act that way.
Oh, you gotta love ads, man. Gotta love fucking ads.
Start resisting for no
Oh, I can't stand these fucking ads.
Flips her arms to the front in an unnatural way, which probably means she's double jointed. This is why I always kept an eye on my prisons, because this happens a lot with suspects.
Sorry, Chad, it's up there talking about weird shit. This is conspiracy bullshit. Sorry, going off the rails. Going off the rails, big boys.
The suspect, who was the driver, blew 2 breath samples that resulted in a blood alcohol concentration of 0.279 and 0.2.
Wait, isn't the legal limit 0.08?
I proved myself by being here, you know. I mean, I didn't get a chance to shine, so out I go.
It's 0.08,
I
right?
still think I have the palate of a god.
Right, so she's a 2, like, not point,
If you were to lose,
not
2 individuals from your
0.2,
team,
not
who would it be
0.02,
and why?
just 0.2.
First one.
My first nominees tonight.
Grade 1,
Oh my
way
God.
above the legal limit. She was given citations for running a red light, no proof of insurance, and DUI. She was also charged with disorderly intoxication. 2 counts of resisting without violence, 2 counts of resisting with violence, and 2 counts of battery on a peace officer, totaling a bond of $21,263. Her girlfriend was charged with 2 counts of battery on a peace officer, 2 counts of resisting with violence, 1 count of resisting without violence,
I know that she
and 1
has
count of
potential,
disorderly
but I'm looking
intoxication.
for a
She
strong
later was
team,
found to have moved her
and I
hands
see
from
her
behind
as
her
a
back
weakness
to the
at
front of
this
her
point.
body and removed her hobble at the jail. She then received a second charge of resisting without violence. They are innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
What is wrong with these people, man?
Yes, sir.
Seriously.
Like, I
Why should
really
you
don't
say no?
understand what the
Because
fuck
I
is
do
wrong with
believe
these
I am
people.
one of the
Like,
strongest
why do
people
you
on the
even put
team.
yourself in this kind of a
I got a little
situation? Like,
demoralized
it's
in the service
insane to
because
me
I
that they
didn't
would
feel
even
as if
have
my
them.
team
They're a
believed in
menace
me.
to society. They sure
You know
are.
I can do this,
They're
Chef.
at their
I
fucking
know you know
mind.
I can do this.
Well, I guess that's what happens. The Xanax, okay, bingo card. All right.
45 minutes to get a ticket into the
Give me a
kitchen.
minute.
Let me go
Why
back.
should you stay in Hell's Kitchen?
All right.
Even though the ticket was 45 minutes
I
in,
still have the
all
I
of
still
my
have the last
customers were
time. All right, I
satisfied.
didn't do anything.
Under pressure
Don't
in the
touch
kitchen,
me. Give me
and
my
down here, I
phone.
maintained my
I'll
composure.
sue you.
But you're
Ah,
not-
I know my rights.
I don't have to experience things like
Resist
this here, but I
arrest,
know
won't
that I
show
have the
ID,
passion to
simple
be.
situation works, kicking the back.
Thank you.
But then, I don't know, like, should I refuse
Well,
this?
listen.
No. Throws
I don't
items,
think
repeats
either.
things. I don't give a fuck. Cuffs are too tight. I need a supervisor, extra loud.
My decision
Ignoring
is-
the cops. Do you think that she
Lovely.
ignored the cops?
Get back in line.
Yeah, because they told her to stay in. Yep, we have ourselves. That's a
Listen to me.
bingo.
Wake up.
That's a fucking bingo. Oh my god, the second one did? Yes, we got a bingo with that one. Oh man. Where's I Can't Breathe? I think it's in there, right? I mean, I feel like it is. We can do it.
Now, listen up.
Another version.
Because Josie took himself out of competition
A new
tonight,
one, you know, just
you're
to
gonna
kind of make things fresh and all that.
I don't want
You
to
say
say
bingo. Bingo.
last chance.
And the lyric,
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
the ones,
I got one more
she
thing to
used
say
to
to
make
you.
up things. I tried to bingo live.
To
I
you
do.
all.
I tried to do my best. It's just these people are
I'm
so
nobody,
stupid.
bitch.
I don't understand how they do anything with their life other than just like living their lives just
Personal lead one.
continuously over and over and over, right?
Check. Right. Why?
This is Hans, my friend. She lost momentum at the first ticket, and then she.
Alright, finally,
Yeah. It wasn't exactly a dazzling performance, was it?
we're finally back on track, boys. Back to the blood. Finally back to the blood.
Why?
My second nominee is.
We kind of went off the rails a bit. We're finally back on track.
Failed at the Garden Station tonight.
Okay, lovely. Tech, step forward, please. Oh dear. Okay, lovely.
Hey guys, it's your favorite.
This is your third
Go
time
ahead
up
and click
here.
that subscribe button.
Alarm bells are ringing.
Don't miss
Tell me
video
what you
like
think
that.
we should do in your kitchen.
I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit and say that was a good service. Things like that.
You're more laid back than a fucking rainbow. Who's the one who's sweating on so?
You might not see it, but it's there.
I don't see it.
I try to keep my composure, but I move it. I can't stop. The minute I stand it, when you came over,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Why should you stay in the kitchen?
I should stay in Hell's Kitchen, Chef, because I am extremely passionate about food. I have an excellent palate. I just love food. I'm creative. I am a leader.
It's like the kitchen tears.
The Cowboys are going to regret
You both were
not
shit.
starting exciting pick with a
Okay.
long-term deal,
My
which
decision
could have
is.
got it. Because if he played like he played last year, it's $45 million. It's $45
It's not like a people, to give it to him. Joe, obviously, if you saw Peters last year,
Yes,
you
chef.
understand what you do.
You're not shy of an opinion.
Better quarterback.
No,
And
chef.
a better offensive line. So
Chef,
we
can I
think
get
that
clear
we're
on
gonna
that?
have you're gonna have a great season.
With a little bit
And
of
the Cowboys
respect,
are gonna
we
regret it.
lost.
Now they're gonna do everything they can.
Who would
This
you
year,
say
and the
no?
whole people that haven't put people on that team, they need as far as they can.
Lovely, Chef.
They're hoping they do as far as they can.
Completely agree with that.
And Joe, honestly, I'm hoping they do.
Lovely.
I know Peters just holds the ball out.
And leave
Because
Hell's
of
Kitchen.
the situation that he's in. You're having very, very, very good quarterback. But obviously, you come your way, all you got to do is do what you did last
Good
year.
night.
Make play.
I sure hope you're right. I sure hope you.
It's too late to count on.
David has to leave, but I'm gonna take all of his experience, all his good times, and I'm
Going
gonna
to
keep
hell,
moving
the slap.
forward.
You count
It's
on
not
George
too
Pickens.
lovely leaving Hell's
In
Kitchen.
NFL young boy. He don't
Ladies,
show up now.
have you made your decision?
Yeah, listen. I hope he do his thing, man. I think
Yeah,
I
Chef.
think he will get
First
that
nominee
deal
on
on
white,
Ocho.
please.
Chef, the
Maybe
first
not
nominee
this
today,
season,
Chef.
but after the season.
Chef, the first
How you
nominee
figure that, Ocho? You don't know what's gonna happen.
Why was that?
Joe, I just don't see how they pay it.
Chef
You know
has
that.
the
They don't have
flavor,
to do
last
something with
several
that, Joe.
services.
Yeah, that's like you get over 300 million. He gonna make close, he gonna get 400 million. He gonna go 65, $70 million a year.
Unfortunately, Chef, which is a load of bullshit,
Which one do you
I'm gonna
see?
put up, Chef. I'm
Listen,
not the fucking
we're
weakest
gonna have to
person on
cross
this
some bridges
team.
when we get to
Who
him.
do you
When
think
we take care of business this
Go
season,
ahead, Chef.
you win, everybody get paid.
Everybody can't get paid.
No, ain't gonna be.
Everybody. Dak Prescott's gonna walk $150 million and sign it. He's gonna want $275, $300 million games. He don't. Yeah, you got it. He got it.
Show salary. You can't pay all them. Get your ass up here.
Well, listen. I don't know, Joe.
Listen. Why should you stay?
Every fucking challenge, every fucking challenge I get better. I'm getting stronger.
How many times you been
I've been up here twice, man. And I'm getting strong for that game.
Have you got anything left in the tank?
Yeah, Chef, I've been busting my fucking ass. Don't you see how pissed off I am that I'm even up here? This is bullshit. I shouldn't even be up here.
Don't worry, because y'all gonna hear from us. Y'all gonna hear about it. Y'all gonna hear from us all day.
Yes,
Y'all know that fast, but you know a horse that poop fast don't poop long.
Why should you stay?
I know that I have it in me to have these successes. I don't want to walk out of Hell's Kitchen as a failure.
Seriously? You can?
There's no.
I'm not convinced, Amanda. Are you done? I think you're done.
I know what you do.
I'm looking right through your eyes, and I think you're done. I don't see anything left.
I know I can do it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Football, yeah. Soccer, no. No. It's that! It's fucking raw! Raw! We haven't sent an entree out! How can I serve that and that on the same table, too?
There's no way in hell I thought Broncos
And you're
would be
shit!
that good in the NFL. When was the moment you told your staff, if they got something here, they don't take them like him?
The moment for me was, and we brought him on a visit. When he came in on his 30-30 visit, he fell asleep. It was a terrible visit, one of the worst we ever had. Several of our coaches said, this guy is not a fit for the New England
Life
Patriots.
is not over for me after Hell's
care
Kitchen
enough to
because
stay awake
I
on
am
the
a
visit.
free
The very one was when I
badass
caught
girl,
Coach Stoops.
and I'm a hell of a lot
Coach Stoops
better.
said, this guy's really good in the passing game. I'm like, well, why didn't you use him? He said, well, our quarterback, wasn't a great passer, and so we weren't able to use him very much in the passing game. But he said, trust me, he's got really good skills in the passing game. He said, how tough is he?
We
He
decided
was the toughest
Sabrina
player
should
on our
fill
team.
in the
He said,
nation
you
tonight.
never questioned his
Ross
toughness,
Work
ever.
was served.
That's
Very
how we ended up
dangerous.
with him.
Van, yeah, sure.
2-year period when you were ahead of the league. I really remember going on the air for a 2-year period and saying, Belichick's not hanging on the sideline. Was that an off-season initiative? Was it just a personnel thing with Gronk?
No, I think it's more Brady. Tom was so good in the back in the middle of the field. He was so accurate.
Let me tell you something.
He could make those really great throws in there. He was very comfortable with the inside routes. Not only throwing them, but he was also able to protect the players. He was protecting the receivers and he was followed up by somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Most of his when he was running.
It was only a month ago around this time.
Tom did best. He did everything to it. But that he did best was make those precise throws inside.
Sabrina, Andy, step forward.
Messi, the best male athlete of all time. He's not the best
Tell me
athlete.
straight up,
Tom
why do you
Brady
think you
is the
should
most
stay in Hell's
productive,
Kitchen?
accomplished
What the
football
fuck are you
player
all
and
for?
has never been close
I
to the
believe I
best
should stay in
athlete.
Hell's Kitchen
Jokic
because
is the best
I am a
NBA
team
player.
player.
He's not the most
I would
athletic
not
guy
walk
on the
off the
Denver
line with my
Nuggets.
team.
Was
So
Tiger was a great athlete?
I buckle
I mean,
down and
Messi
keep
is
pushing
5'7",
through.
150
No matter
pounds.
how
You're
many
right to
mistakes I
Disneyland, you
make.
to check twice if you can.
Let's go.
Bo Jackson, Shohei Ohtani in my lifetime. Those are probably the two best athletes. But to me, what separates Brady and Messi and Peyton Manning and Michael Jordan and Roger Federer and Bill Russell, it's not the athleticism. That's like third, fourth thing. It's devotion to craft, commitment to craft,
What system do you
obsessiveness to
work?
craft.
It's
It's
just
not the
political.
result, it's the process.
You make me nervous.
And the other thing
So I
that
need to go.
really matters, their Viagra is competitive fire. That's Messi.
Let's cut the bullshit, shall we? Both of you. I think
Explain.
I thought every
late yesterday, LeBron James would make up his mind where he's going. And I'm like, so Cleveland, he has a house.
Well, he wants to go transfer champion against the vice president.
Last year, 2 months to mull it over, and he still hasn't built it. Why? Because even when you're from Cleveland, it's hard to pick Cleveland. Let's be honest about it. If the Cavaliers had the Sixers current roster, we wouldn't be waiting. If Bam, Giannis, and Spo were in Cleveland, we wouldn't be waiting. If Draymond and Steph were in Cleveland, even at their age, we wouldn't be waiting.
I can teach
Donovan Mitchell and James Harden at this point in their career are poor defenders. LeBron at this point in his career needs help defensively. I mean, just think about the option. You're from Cleveland. It's not easy to pick Cleveland.
I gave him my all every day. So he was looking for.
And when you're from Cleveland, it's not easy to pick Cleveland.
That's just not me. So at the end of the day, when my head hits the pillow, I know.
Explain why that.
Right, Dave. First nominee and why?
My first nomination is Robert.
Robert.
Because he had a week.
Happy Weinstein! Great game! He's a big deal to me.
Second nominee and why?
Based on tonight's performance.
Hey, she's a crazy retard. Oh, this I'll punch some hard ones. Oh, fuck that. I'm sorry.
I personally voted for myself, but on behalf of the entire staff, congratulations. We might have to play you off here. If you would like to give a short acceptance speech, by all means. You've saved us here first thing.
I don't get standing
in front of me right now is Whistler's headshot.
I've got to say, this has been an absolutely fantastic experience for myself, and I want to give you and the rest of the guys credit on
No excuses.
Nick, KW, for making me feel comfortable, making me feel right. Everybody behind the scenes has been absolutely welcoming and fantastic. And I just hope that this is not goodbye. I hope this is sealed.
Hotels.com introduces Save Your
Fucking eggs, man.
Tickets on savings now or Bankers Rewards for teachers. Save your life. It's exactly what it sounds like.
Coming in at number 8.
Save your life. Only at Hotels.com. Hotels.com. It's on the name.
That's the lead message player. Number 7, Cape Verde. Here's the deal.
Do me a favor.
Number 6, Jim Bob. He can win the Golden Boot this weekend. Would be the first guy ever with Number 5.
Tell me. Why do you think you should stay in Hell's Kitchen on the back of that performance?
My history here on Hell's Kitchen, I've never been up on the block.
Here's a scenario where,
and I'm disgusted that I even share the same fucking stage with this guy right here, right? Been here 3 times, not there for the team, always fucking around.
Listen.
If you ask my whole team, I'll tell you that he does nothing during the day. He barely does anything. He says he preserves his energy.
Oh, drop it again.
You already have Argentina being told that you fucking don't have it. I don't need to fucking have your respect. You in Hell's Kitchen, I fucking hate my fucking show.
You hear me? He's the only manager ever to win 3 straight major tournaments.
Okay.
And if they win on
My
Sunday,
decision is
the only manager, nobody's ever won 3. He won 4 straight, moving back. It's unbelievable. Number 3, Andy. Dax had his draft yesterday.
The reason
doing this
more services
of 10
innovations than any of
I think
this.
that if you're
And at the last dish you sent me this evening, it was raw.
and you know
You'll see me again as a chef.
10
I
players,
can't wait to see you.
6 of them are
Thank you
guys
for
on
trying.
this.
Thank you.
To join that list is just
Guaranteed.
remarkable. Is that, it's a game winning. Number 2,
I left Hell's Kitchen last time because of my
you're
health.
ready to
I
see
have
that.
pericarditis, which leads to heart disease.
If they
It was
win,
an honor just
I
to be
don't
invited
think
to come back.
that
Boy, what a dream is back.
if he has
I felt
another
like I was
good
under
but
a lot
not
of
great
pressure.
Robert and Jim, you produce
Spain,
nothing.
he's
I
19
named
Sorry, guys.
Since he got married,
Sorry, guys, one.
and
I have diabetes, glucose. Type 1 diabetes, Mike. I'm sure up time to eat something, but I'll be right.
Damn sure say that Gordon Ramsay and Hell's Kitchen changed my life for the best. When I'm going home and just focusing on my career and my health, they better watch out. Because 2 times is the charm. Okay, Chef. Yes, Chef. First nominee and why? The first nominee, Chef, is Suzanne. Suzanne confirmed today back teamwork over arrogance. And I do believe she's the weakest cook, Chef. Okay. Second nominee and why?
Almost like Michael Beard.
Sabrina, Chef.
There's something in the last game that I saw.
Sabrina hasn't stepped into the role that she needs to make the team successful.
Suzanne? Sabrina?
Someone's taking a shot at him.
I'll go back up.
You know what he used to do? When someone's taking a shot at him, I'm behind you. Well, I need to answer him. So they couldn't see it. But did it count?
Amanda, why would you also fit?
Psychological. So even if a guy is
Okay.
offsides,
Suzanne, tell me why you think she's saying Hell's Kitchen.
I give my full every day, and it pisses me off that my team doesn't believe in me.
on this side of the table,
I believe it's personal, and I feel that gets in the way inside of the kitchen.
never losing yet.
Why are you shaking your head?
I told her I'm not spiteful. You are not here based on our relationship. You are based on your teamwork and your performance today and today only. This is a prime example of what I'm talking about. She was going to leave you believe her, and this is personal. And that's what she does. Throw people under the bus, Chef.
I was just one knee away.
Right, Sabrina.
I am going to use this
Tell me,
right here.
why do you think you should stay in Hell's Kitchen?
I believe I should stay in Hell's Kitchen because I am a I can do it, and I can lead a team well.
I think the consistency. You will know.
I love ice cream. I'm an ice cream.
I need to cut new lamb to keep up with Suzanne.
Is that right?
The last time I had ice cream was like a month ago. Was what I'm trying to say. You know, like I know it's bad. It's fucking scary. What are you gonna do, JD? Are you gonna put a stop? Come on, JD. Fix the economy. Get these fuckers out. Get these fuckers out of the country. Come on.
And I watched Gronk in college. There's no way in hell I thought Gronk
Fix the economy, JD. Come on, dude. Get Trump to fix the economy so these socialists can't win elections. Come on, dude. Come on, bruv.
I know Gronk, and I just find him. I look at his video now, Bill. He looks like a senior playing against 8th graders. He's so damn big. When was the moment that you told your staff? Because you don't want to tell Gronk to his face; he'd go crazy. When was the moment you told your staff, you guys, that we got something here? They don't build them like that. Did you know instantly?
Error after error.
Well, no, because to your point,
Yeah.
there's Arizona too, but not for very long.
Yep.
You know, he didn't play much as a
Socialists don't believe in private property, private ownership, and they don't believe in means production and all that.
Obviously, we got to talk.
Yep, they don't believe in means production. They believe in supply and demand, and all that stuff.
Is it going to be about? Is it going to be an announcement that he's ending this unnecessary war?
This guy's just not
destroyed global energy markets.
And he doesn't
You
even
know,
care
of
how to
course not.
stay away from
It's going to be a speech talking about how he's going to handle the inflation crisis.
Of course, it's not going to be about that. Is it going to be about blaming transgender people, for example? Shockingly, it's not going to be about that either. You might be thinking, okay, is it an announcement that we're going to look into? But no, it's not. Many of you actually turn around and guess it will be about addressing how the 2020 election was stolen 6 years after the fact and somehow tie it to a foreign country. You would guess it right. We are living in the dumbest country on the planet. We are living with the stupidest timeline.
Oh my god. Man, we've had a first one.
Stu's a really big advocate for him, and so
Why is this
still
in the second
happening.
round, and
Why?
then,
Oh
Aaron
my
was still there in the
God,
fourth round.
everyone's
And we're
got
like, all right,
diarrhea
well,
and everyone
thank
is
you,
living
too.
under
So,
a fascist
that's
rulership.
how we
It
ended
is
up with him.
so awful.
So his first preseason game,
what he calls election
he played
integrity,
tight end and he
continues to make
blocked on
literally
literally
every
every
about the
play, every
2020
pass
election.
play.
And
He never
Democrats
even
here
went out for a
actively seeking
pass.
to
We
undermine
released
the
Hernandez
midterms.
because,
Buttigieg is at the White House for us this morning.
and we kind of
What
needed
is
some
this all
protection
about?
on a preseason game. We're trying to protect
Good morning,
the
Brad. Good morning to everybody.
He
Well,
stayed
President
in.
Trump's primetime speech comes
Coach
at
O'Brien
No,
and
it's
I,
not about
Billy
the ballroom. I
O'Brien,
wish
sat
it
there
was
at
about
the
the
first
ballroom. Somehow this
preseason
is
game.
even
We
dumber
said,
than the ballroom,
look,
and
we
also
got at
more
least this
worrisome
run this
than
guy
the
out somewhere
ballroom.
else
The
and see
ballroom
what
is
he
just
can do in
costly,
the
it's
game
expensive,
because,
it's a silly
you know,
vanity
if
project
he's
for
no good,
Donald Trump.
we can
Mm.
see it one way or another.
Is an argument
Fix
with
the
something
fucking
that's
economy, dude. Stop these fucking idiots
claim that they are tied
from
by
trying to
the
fucking destroy the country, dude. Come on. Because we can't afford shit. Because you guys are making it worse.
By insane margins because everybody
Was always
hates him
open.
because he's
Even when the
sucks. This
defenders
is
were all
another
over him, they
gear
were all over
turning in
one
the
side of
direction
him,
of
but they couldn't
fascism.
get to the other
Due
side.
process was a pivotal part of this. Okay, the First Amendment is another pivotal
guy
part of this, and the election
was
is like
always open.
the
He had
three
tremendous hands at
three
concentration. So
pillars that remain. Obviously, he's trying to tackle the court system, which is holding on by a
I
thread.
mean, he comes across a
They've
little
already
differently than the way he plays,
engineered
but
this
he's
cross
I'll be right back.
where they have
Be right back.
they've appointed so many Republican judges and justices that the court's already broken.
For years I've
But
said
there are
Vegas
still some Republican conservative judges who are just like,
generally have a lot of
honestly,
confidence.
this is a bit too far every now and
I
then.
mean, we can get to the moon,
And there's still,
driverless
there's
cars,
still certain tenets of the
data
Constitution
centers in
that
space,
we abide by,
gene
all of
editing.
which is hanging on by a thread.
But
Like I
yesterday,
said, due
former
process
Premier
is one
League
of them.
player and
The
British
First Amendment is
broadcaster
another
Jamie
one.
O'Hara.
Birthright
He
almost
really
away.
pushed
All
the
systems
limits
go. He
of
is
what is
dismantling
possible
what remains
for American soccer.
of the American system. He
Also,
is
these directions,
dismantling what remains of the American system.
intensity,
Okay,
music
anyway,
sign,
let's get back to what Donald Trump is saying and doing.
Pushes Congress to pass a Save America Act, which aims to toughen election laws.
Sorry.
CBS News has learned that part of tonight's address will include
Sorry, I had to go.
Chinese medical
Grab a Diet
US
Coke.
elections.
I love Diet Coke, man. It's my
President
favorite
Trump is
soda.
promising major
Someone being Trump every comment. We both love Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke. It's my favorite soda. I love it to death.
CBS News that Trump will raise allegations that China compromised U.S. voter data and
And I
evidence
know
that the
some of you,
CIA withheld
the soccer
details from
haters,
Trump during
roll
his
your
first
eyes.
term.
But just think about this.
We will never
The biggest
give
brand in
By the
soccer is
way,
Brazil.
complete
Right now, they're a
over
mess.
here.
The culture is broken.
It's just
Brazil.
you're making this stuff up. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know how else to explain it to you.
Drought.
Okay.
All
Our
these
foreign
abject
countries trying to
disaster.
interfere
They
in our
can't make
elections.
the last
Hope so.
They are,
Better.
whether it be Russia or
Yes,
Israel that
Moroccan
gets to do
soccer,
it basically
searching
legally and
for a
above
strong
board for some
federation and
weird
recruiting.
reason.
Croatia,
China,
2018,
or
22
definitely
World
not
Cup.
Venezuela. That one is really silly. But like
Toe-to-toe
foreign
Brazil,
countries try to
Argentina.
meddle in our elections. It
Soccer.
makes sense.
Not exactly a
Okay.
massive
We are
brand.
the most powerful country
Found
on the
out
planet.
LeBron
We are
James.
the hegemonic superpower.
Little
Of course,
Cape
foreign
Verde.
adversaries are going to try to
You know they
interfere
went
in
toe
our
to toe
elections.
with both
The problem
Argentina
is,
and
at
Spain.
least for Donald
Toe
Trump,
to toe.
there is no evidence that
And
that
had we
meddling has
played
been
our starters
successful.
against
It has
Turkey,
not been able to
we would have
undermine
won 4
the
games.
American
We
election
had an
integrity.
awful half, and
What
we're
are you
as good as we
talking about?
usually are.
We do it to them. They try to do it to us.
And we're going to
But
bring
what
back
you have to
every
look at is
elite
the
player
outcome.
that we want
You
to
have
the
to look
next
at
World Cup,
what the
all
actual
still
impact
in
is. You
their
can't just be
prime.
like, oh, well, they tried to do it, so I guess,
And
the
improvements
elections
on
were
the back end.
stolen.
And
First
here's
of all,
another thing.
every American election
Because
is technically
FIFA and
stolen
global
because we
soccer
can sell
is
our
such
American
a
elections.
Political
All of our
volleyball. It
politicians
is
are
a power grab
sold.
and a money grab.
Shouts out
All of
Citizens
it.
United.
Everywhere,
There's one
everywhere.
happening right now in
It's
Housing-
so big,
that
it's
we're paying
wild.
Housing prices have
attention
gone up
to.
1.8%.
Other corporate
They have gone up
Man,
1.8%.
for Haley Stevens.
8%.
It is a step that's taking
The median existing housing price have gone 1.8 this year.
Looking at the normal process.
In Silo, housing prices have gone 0.8% this year, and housing prices, they say they're flat or slightly going up.
after year,
Did you ever
millions of dollars of
you know,
poured
Major
into
League
studying
Baseball,
these results to try to
and
identify
Japan's always had great baseball.
what kind of voter fraud is
Somebody
taking place,
significantly better than Babe Ruth.
what kind of
Stuff
engineering is
happens.
taking place
Early
behind closed doors.
Holland,
Donald Trump has spent a good deal of time
Stuff
and
happens.
effort
It's a massive country.
trying to prove that
Don't
American
forget
elections
this.
were stolen from him in
We are
2020.
still today
And all
tied
of those
with
initiatives have
Argentina
failed
for the
because
most
for
set
all of
piece
our
goals.
faults and all of our
We
failures,
got
the
talent,
American
we
election
got
system
money,
is like
we got
fairly
funding.
good. Okay,
Can
doesn't
we
matter if
keep
it's a Republican
our
wing, doesn't
soccer
matter if it's a Democrat
infrastructure?
wing. It's
And I say
fairly,
keep as if to
it
maintain.
has high
It may
levels of
be more
integrity.
dysfunctional.
It's virtually
It's
impossible
just
to buy a
that's
the
house.
remaining
The
resilient
money,
aspects
the
of the
population
theoretical
size, and the
American
It's
improvement.
virtually impossible to buy a house these days. It's so expensive.
Okay, fairly good at debatable.
Because the house, the supply shortage over the last
Politics to a minimum.
6 years.
Stupid to dispute that. I hate this
The
argument.
Federation
We can have a
focus on the
conversation
stuff
about
that
like
matters
how
most.
free
Players
can
development.
our elections be, or how
Because
fair
this
can our
sport
elections
has
be
all
if
sorts of
money
dysfunction,
interests
and it
always
just
win.
opens the door.
Okay, but
Italy's
that's
a
a
mess.
totally separate
Germany's in a
story. As
drought.
far as like
Brazilians lost its way.
you put your name
Brazil.
on a ballot
Oh, shit.
and you vote for a candidate, and then
Okay,
that
let's
candidate
talk
wins
England,
because
Art.
they tabulate the results, and it turns out the candidate you voted for got more votes than the other candidate. On that part,
So it's not headline this
the
morning.
American election system is absolutely designed in a way that has higher levels of integrity than most other countries.
No,
I
he's not-
stand by
he's
that.
not
It's complex.
he's not
It's
the best
complicated.
athlete. Tom
There's
Brady
numerous issues.
is the most
leading up
productive,
to-
accomplished
there's
football
numerous
player
issues leading up to like
and has
who you
never
get to
been
vote
close
for.
to the
There's a
best
lot of people who
athlete.
try to dupe
Maybe
you.
even in high school on his own
and
team.
states have their own
Jokic's been the
processes.
best NBA player most of the last decade.
Probably
He's not
better
the
than
most
to
athletic
give
guy
the
on the
keys to the
Denver
castle of
Nuggets.
Donald
Was
Trump.
Tiger Woods a great
At
athlete?
the end of the day,
It's
the
interesting.
American
I mean,
elections,
Messi is
with some
5'7" and
notable
150
exceptions like
pounds. If he
2000,
never rides at Disneyland, you're gonna check
are
twice to see if
fairly
he can ride.
reliable.
Let's be honest about it. He's 5'7".
Okay, if you're talking about
How about start focusing on fixing the fucking economy? Start putting America first. Stop focusing on foreign wars. Start putting America first, man. The socialism won't be an experiment, man. Come on.
In my lifetime, those are probably the two
it's a
best
fairly
athletes.
reliable
Bo
process.
Jackson,
One
Shohei
of the best
Ohtani.
in the world. Let's be real.
Deion
But of
Sanders
course,
was great, but he wasn't a great
you know,
baseball player.
because he's such a
But to me, what
petty little
separates
petulant
greats and
child,
Messi and
man-child,
Peyton Manning
narcissistic
and Michael
tyrant,
Jordan and Roger
a despot.
Federer and Bill
He has
Russell,
to
it's not the
constantly
athleticism. That's
act
like
as though
third, fourth thing. It's
the
devotion
elections
to
are
craft,
the
commitment to
2020
craft,
elections
obsessiveness to
stolen.
craft,
We will never
and longevity in the process. It's not the results, it's the process.
presidential election
Jordan gets
was
beat up
rigged,
for
but in
years.
2021,
Pistons
the
of the
U.S.
Celtics. But
intelligence
his
community
devotion,
assessed with high
his
confidence that
obsessiveness,
China did not
and the
try
other
to
thing that
interfere
really
with
matters,
or
and we talked
influence
about
the
that whole
outcome of the
Jude
election. On
Bellingham,
Wednesday,
dust
Who won
up
the
with
2020 election?
Messi. Here's the one thing, all the years I have
Isn't it
talked to
humiliating
NBA
to be
scouts
unable
or
to
I am very
NFL
concerned by
executives.
AI taking our
To say
jobs,
that
and
Their
that's
Viagra
very, very concerned for me.
Trump
'Cause I'm
over
20 years old, you know.
Biden over Trump is really
About the draft.
stupid because
If I,
both
we
candidates
will
at
talk
the
to
time
Belichick in
were
an hour about this.
unbelievably
If I'm talking to an NBA
but
scout
there was
about a
functionally
prospect,
no difference between Donald Trump
this is their
and
Viagra.
Joe Biden.
Oh.
And now I would go so far as
He
to say
hates to
Trump
lose.
has
Oh,
unironically
oh,
become
man,
a
he
better
hates
president,
to
a better
lose.
American
He hates to lose
president like
paintball.
Chinese needs.
He'll fight at the dinner
Like
table.
if we're just looking at
That's messy.
a president
Bellingham
for
ticked him
China
off.
and Chinese
Sometimes
interests,
the greats, because
then
things come
Donald
somewhat
Trump
easily,
is the
need
greatest
to
president of
poke
all
him in the
time
ribs.
for China.
They need that fight.
Chinese
And you
nations
saw when
call him
Bellingham talked to
Trump's
Messi,
great
Messi gave
nation
him that
builder
look
for
like,
China.
bro.
And I'm not even, I mean, look,
I mean, the
I
late
want
James
America to do
Gandolfini
well,
and
and I
Sopranos,
want America to do
he
right
gave
by
that lecture some
Americans,
guys.
and I want
Oh, okay.
America to do right
Oh,
by
you're a big
the
shot.
rest of the world.
Okay. All right. You're a
Okay,
big
well,
shot.
let's be real. If you were
Sometimes the
not an
greats, they're not
American
great every
citizen at
second
all,
of the
and
day.
maybe even
Like
hated
Michael
America for
Jordan
all
would have
the
his
pain that
moments,
it's
his
dealt
first
all
ever
around the
LeBron.
world.
You take
Probably
quarters
look
off,
at
you
Donald
take games
Trump and
off,
going,
you're
look,
under
he's
the
a
weather.
fool. So
We all get caught up
he
on,
is
oh,
really diminishing America's force projection
Athletic
capabilities. He's really
is different
diminishing
than
America's
greatest
status as
athlete.
the hegemonic
You're going to find
superpower
the
of the world.
Jokic and Brady
Probably
and
pretty
Messi.
great if you you
That's
are,
when people say, "Oh, Messi,
if
this is
you
his last
are,
World Cup." You don't think he can score goals at 4-4?
right?
Steph Curry is like what 38 years
Stop
old.
focus on the war. Stop focus on wars and military. Start focus on things in America, man. Come on, guys. You start focus on things. The mess. Stop concentrating on foreign policy. It's gone out of hand with that shit.
While it was simultaneously destroying the planet, ironically, we were on the one hand destroying the president.
Obviously, the traits that make
He needs to start focus. They need to start focusing on fixing guns. Get this fucking war ended. And stop focus on the international policy. I just feel like this administration has been way too focused on that.
And that obviously played a role in the way that people saw America as a force for good. Donald Trump has destroyed that, especially with the U.S. aid cuts and numerous other initiatives, like specifically going after America's pivotal allies, the vassalized European states. And now China, by the very nature of being America, is actually gaining favor all around the world.
When you actually start, they didn't win one more game for years. The draft is irrelevant. There are some Chinese doing a tremendous amount of Miami makes Miami much more interesting. But they lost a lot doing that as well.
China as a rising power doing the things that America did to rise the power. And what America is continue carrying on
yesterday,
its power
being interviewed by people in New York,
and domination all around the
he
world.
keeps bringing up his kids.
Literally why
and I'm like, so Cleveland, he has a house there. His mom is there.
Yeah. Come on.
And more than hanging out with grandkids. All moms.
You're the vice president, pal. What are you doing?
Brandon Weems is a buddy in the front office of the Cavaliers.
And instability around the world.
They got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
They're going to start
2 months to mull over, and he still hasn't chosen Cleveland. Why? Because even when you're from Cleveland, it's hard to pick Cleveland. Please be honest about it. If the Cavaliers had the Sixers' current roster,
the president,
or the Minnesota T-Wolves' current
Democrats
roster,
grilled the president's nominee for Director of National Intelligence, Jay
Bam,
Clayton,
Giannis,
about
and
the race
Spo
during
were
his
in Cleveland,
confirmation
we wouldn't be
hearing.
waiting.
Clayton stopped short of
If
acknowledging
Draymond and
Biden
Steph
won.
were in Cleveland, even at their age, way past their prime, we wouldn't be waiting. But I think LeBron,
Vice
even
President
though he's got
J.D.
a
Vance
friend
said
in
the
the building,
administration will
his
accept the
mom's there
results
running
of
his
the upcoming
business.
mid.
He can have the grandkids around mom,
and such
you know,
a strange
some. I
cop
mean, the
out
kids are all
answer
doing
to-
their thing out
Oh, he
west.
was certified as a
But, you
president.
know,
Okay, did he
you
win
always
the
love to be
election,
around
or was the
mom.
election stolen and then the
The
certification
grandkids come
process
see
took place?
you.
Then just
This
say
is
he won the election.
It's your
Why?
favorite
How
first
is this
spot.
a
It's
difficult
familiarity.
answer,
It's
man?
all your guys.
I don't understand it.
The
It's
house
not
is
that
there. You don't have to
difficult.
buy a new one.
Don't. Everyone's a
You know, the
goddamn
back
adult.
roads to get
This is
home.
what's so
It's
annoying
like,
to me.
I need a few
Okay.
more days.
What's so annoying
And
to
I
me
think a lot of
about
it
this
is
process is
they got
know
swept.
the
The
truth.
Cavs got
These
swept
people know
by
better.
the Knicks, and it kind of
Okay?
looked like
They know
they
better.
quit.
They know better. They know
Donovan
exactly what's
Mitchell
going on.
and James
Another
Harden
thing
at
that
this
annoys
point
me
in their
about, like, the
career
Israel
are
situation,
poor
right?
defenders.
People know what the fuck
LeBron
is
at
happening,
this
and
point
how
in his career
untenable this
needs
is.
help
And yet,
defensively. Kenny
they're
Atkins
just
is
fearful. They're
coach.
fearful
He's
of
fine. Is he
money
stuck
interest coming
special?
in and like
I don't
ruining their
think so.
re-election
I think he's
chances
fine.
potentially.
That
But like
analytic
they
culture in
have to
the
lie.
series with the Knicks was
They
weird.
have to lie.
But I mean,
And in
just
this
think
case,
about the
he has
choices
to
here
sit
for LeBron.
there.
Golden
To
State,
sit there
if
and
he
act
signs
like
with
They
Golden
got
State,
in 2 years.
as far
You
back
know,
as
we
any credibility
as
the
the
want him
record
fucking
shows.
socialist. Hopefully not, mate. With breast seat
He's still mulling
2
down
years.
the ice.
Hope I
If
hope
he
that
goes to the
doesn't happen.
Sixers, which is where I go. That's a great starting five.
They're getting appointed.
There are nights he would be the fourth offensive option.
Loyalty to
He
Donald
didn't
Trump.
like being
No
the
matter
third
how
offensive
silly
option
those
in LA.
demands may be.
There's Miami, which
Election.
yeah, they have
I
Bam
also
and
think you have to
Giannis,
do
but no
everything you can
shooters,
to discourage cheating.
no
But Democrats
bench.
say they are worried Trump is setting the
I mean, he's
stage
going to have to play a lot
undermine
and
the
carry the
results.
offense at this
They
age
know they
because
can't win
they
the
just
election
don't have a lot of
fair and
guys after
so
Bam
we don't
and
put it
Giannis.
past them to try whatever they
I mean,
can.
and just think about the options here,
But
and
there's
we're
also
still waiting.
reporting that
And I
President
think
Trump
deep down,
will bring
LeBron
up
knows the
new
truth.
claims of Chinese
Is when
election
he is in
interference. The White
Cleveland
House
for
says
11 years,
a
they
lot
win
of sources are
62% of their
speculating,
games.
but the truth
They're
is, no
functional.
one knows.
It's not the best team in the league by final appearance.
Everyone should tune in.
LeBron,
All right,
post
Lisa, thank you very
LeBron,
much.
they win in 45 years. They never get to a finals. They win about 44% of their games. And even when they're good like last year, there's dysfunction. They get blown out in the conference finals. It looks like the chemistry's a problem. We don't know if we like the coach. LeBron is the only thing that guarantees elite success
What are we
consistently.
gonna do? Oh my god. By the way, this is yet another clear-cut example that if like voting was irrelevant and if elections were irrelevant, if voting was irrelevant, and if there was like no way that you could implement any change whatsoever through the electoral process, these guys wouldn't be taking it away. Okay, this is a fundamental principle that Black Americans understand. Okay, they had to fight super hard to get that right. Okay? People died for that shit. Obviously, the system is designed in this unbelievably distorted way where moneyed interest always wins out. But if here we go, living out again, dude, come on, why? Okay, answer my question. Answer my question. If your vote didn't matter at all, why would they, one, choose to rig the system to begin with, and two, why would they be actively working to undermine the process? I'm not saying we are going to have a revolution, a socialist revolution by voting, okay? Oh, vote extra hard, vote at the ballot box. But
I'll give my opinions about this after this is
through this process as it still exists is insane. Okay, had two Brits larping as Americans crying to me about how elections are pointless, that the system is too broken to fix, and we just need to tear it all down. It's only one aspect of a multifaceted approach. I'm not saying stop doing direct action, stop organizing outside of the electoral system. It's just one part of it. Okay, it's one part of it. It's one part of a much larger battle, a much larger and much longer struggle. People get so caught up in this. I agree. If you're reading this, base bill with your neighbor touch grass. Okay, thank you, chatter. Here, go vote and instantly do this meme. Yes, I know. It's so goddamn annoying. It's so goddamn annoying that people think like, this is what I'm saying. Okay, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm implying. That like, just vote, shut up, and don't do anything else. Okay, do not do anything else. Look, man, the reality of the matter is our enemies, our class enemies, our enemies in positions of power, our enemies that own and have consolidated tremendous amounts of wealth and power, understand the system better than you do, better than we do. Okay? That's why they are dumping boatloads of money in the Abdul Assad race, for example. They recognize how important it is to make sure that that seat, a Senate seat, the upper chamber, is not lost to the democratic process. Okay? They recognize that. You might not, but they recognize it. And that's why they always win. Okay? That's why they always win. They're not wasting $50 million on that team. You think rich people throw their money away like that? That's not how they got rich. They know. I know that people think like, oh, who gives a shit? This is electoralism, this bourgeois democracy. But like, you just don't understand. You know, you unfortunately do not recognize the severity. Voting system sustains its legitimacy. Yes, but also at the same time, there are small changes that can lead to massively consequential difference in the lives of tens of millions of people or hundreds of millions of people all around the world. 10 million people in America, hundreds of millions of people in America, or even a billion people. Okay?
Audits. 2024 election widely need to be safe and secure. There's not really any question about that. There's a lot of people look at this.
When there and you turn it on, it'll enhance it back up to 1200. Sometimes you can overclock it, like you do a graphics card, and it goes like you're 100 and you're 200 people faster.
The question is,
Can I wrap my pizza in like that foil and then
yeah, you should wrap your pizza in like 7 layers of and then maybe take a long time. It's going to take a long time.
I'll keep it spelling.
Sometimes you can overclock it like you do a graphics card. I guess we gotta put it like 300
What are you talking about? Yes.
So, can I wrap my pizza in like that foil?
Especially Trump voters.
Yeah, you should wrap your
What do you mean? You can
like 7 layers of
legitimize an insane claim.
tinfoil and then set it for 10 minutes and then maybe take a walk around your neighborhood. It's going to take a long time.
Hello?
But don't
What the
think
hell is going on?
if you put metal in there and you turn it on for 30 seconds, it'll enhance it back up to 1200. Sometimes you can overclock it like you do a graphics card, and it goes to like 1300 and your food comes faster.
Punishing people who are affiliated.
Can I wrap my pizza in like that foil and then
Yeah, you should wrap your.
Sorry guys, I have to go to the bathroom.
7 layers after this. That's funny, but oh my god, this can't be in the bathroom. This might not be on something. What is this? Did you guys do the living room?
for an illegal immigrant.
That's what the illegal immigrant is from. I could take a nice lunch for a kid that's mentally retarded, and I don't like to. It's like take advantage of somebody that's mentally retarded. Number two, bitch, number three, you don't know what's going to come out. If you enter into liberal diseases, you may get afterwards. So I'll take myself a nice what about either a liberal or an illegal immigrant and not from South America? At that point, I'm going to go to be a priest. South America. Oh my God, Roach King gets
you have the safest and most secure elections in the history of the world. And what the president will be speaking about tonight will show you that perhaps that is not the case. And we need to make some adjustments moving forward, including this North American administration pointed out.
That's funny, but oh my God, it can't be done now. This guy might be on something. Could you either take a liberal or a legal immigrant? Depends what the illegal immigrant is from. I could take a nice lunch for a liberal is mentally retarded, and I don't like to. That's I said.
All it takes is one night.
So I got a flyer. Oh my God.
Every day, 7:50.
What are we?
Here's a couple of things that I think
Guys, don't you be. I know you
Here's a couple of things that I think will be helpful for us at least.
Don't worry, night is dead. Come on, don't worry.
People that they're
Hold on, let me check.
are wealthy benefactors of the American Constitution.
I'm big in the room, big in the room. Bring it, please.
Arrested.
And then
Hispanic families he's like a famous, super wealthy guy from the cost. I believe he has like.
Oh my God, I was worried about this. Come on, don't worry about it.
He has been a major donor to pro-Palestinian causes all around the world, right? He took his family money, he announced the family, he said, guys, all this stuff. And here's the thing, the American government.
I don't know which organization was, but basically that, to some extent, we all kind of wanted to support the fiction about a whole-based international war that in some ways, arguably the United States kind of felt itself to be above or around sometimes. Somehow, for better or for worse, wars. Now you've seen Rubio that just came out and said that we need to work on abolishing or getting rid of the ICC because it undermines the United States. How do we, as a country, and as a alliance for NATO, and as a Western world, presidency, we have a the United States will adhere to any kind of rules-based order. 5% inflation away from another autocratic dictator who wants to abandon the entire world. Yeah, what does that look like?
It's a fair question. The rules-based order, the liberal world order, whatever you want to call it, was never perfect.
Release,
right?
It's insane.
This dude has been powerful states went around the world more than most. The United States is not innocent of that, right? We get going around America, the institution that we largely created in the aftermath of the Second World War. When you decided that we had sort of critical national security interest in doing so, I think,
in my opinion, it's
the U.S. is generally respected. There's a the time for a big country that made it a little different than the China's and the Russia's of the world. With
the American
and so in terms of Ukraine and Turkey, another reason why.
Before we talk about that, ties back to
boy.
So my suspicion is so it down with resources that in one power where most of it is collaborate with the U.S.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does feel weird. It kind of feels we're over products. You know, what's my fucking food right now is made in fucking China by fucking by slave workers making like fucking like $2 an hour and get fucking railed. You know, that's feel weird.
Now, is he going to not really apologize? He is also not. This is the type of guy who will say that I am a sheepdog. He doesn't actually say, "Hey, my fans are doing this. I'm imperialist." Right? He focuses on the issue.
I'm sorry.
I can understand that even people that are disagree with struggle. Arrested like this,
cause big tech, big pharma, it's a bigger pockets. Get back Trump at line billionaires and corporate directors.
He's 3.5.
So here's the problem.
Yeah, it's gonna go back.
Now that I've said this,
It's gonna go back up because we resumed attacks. So it's probably gonna go back up. Sadly, hope it doesn't, but more likely it's gonna go back up since we started the attacks. It's still been fucking expensive, man. The tariffs have caused all the issues. You're wrong.
You're not responsible for it. Don't apologize to anybody. Here's why. Because people are demons. The people in the media, the people pro-Israel, they're fucking, they're not gonna take this and go, wow, thanks to the opposite. Said something. They didn't do this either. It's endlessly. Far more than Abdul. And because America is receiving end of around the world, why won't you stop their face for believing? There's nothing to do like that. Here's the thing. On the one hand, he's right. You focusing on the issue.
Son of a billionaire with like $250 million in your bank account and fly to Spain without the American government deciding you're going to prison now. If they can do that to that guy,
he won the last election.
Terrifying, especially considering the line is surveillance and a lot of won the internet. We all use the internet today. But then when Donald Trump surveillance agency. It doesn't take much for them to track what they want to track and decide that there's sufficient fake evidence that they can materialize nowhere.
He won the last election. Everyone, do not miss out on only $1. Let's watch it, guys. I promise you, guys. You don't believe us? Boom, we are certified. Why are we by TikTok themselves? Let's go, guys. Brand new 100% authentic play. We're going rapid fire. Guys, this is our 24-hour mega live. We're doing insane stuff like this. We're doing rapid fire places in front of them. Do not miss out. Rapid fire.
Bernie Chambers of the U.S. imprisoned for up to 30 years for the crime of using his wealth to help Palestine and those suffering genocide in Gaza. Have any progressive members of Congress commented on this overt act of political repression? Schumer and Jeffries doing nothing? Yeah, I don't expect Schumer and Jeffries to do anything, but I expect at least some of them to wake up to the reality a principled stance against there is a self-interest argument here as well. Now, this moves me into the second part of the Trump administration doesn't really give a about communism. They don't really care about the
oh man, they just lost AJ Brown. I know they got a young boy just coming in. What's his name?
They want to do this to every dissident.
We ain't worried about
that. They want to do this to every dissident. They're not taking the
right about that. They banged up. We have scatterboo neighbors out with me. What y'all got to do? I'm saying that man had ankle surgery. They was probably ain't even coming back this year.
Economic organization.
I'm not going to deal. I'm saying, damn, you expect Odell to carry this?
Yes. Tell Trump to be done next. This shit has to fucking stop. Stop. Come on.
It's a catch-all terminology for Nancy Pelosi and myself.
Okay. I've been trying to tell you that. I don't know what it's so hard to understand.
How much more pain I've been trying to understand. One day, I know we're going to answer. I might not think I'm like the government right now. And then they will get the cross. The Democrats, I say, this is going to take care of your problems in the short term. The problems that you're seeing from the growth of the socialist movement and the DSA candidates that are making your job a
I'm gonna
lot
take your word
harder.
for it.
Now you actually have to
Joe,
legislate.
I
Now you
don't know,
have to
Joe.
put
I don't know. The Cowboys,
That's like
the Cowboys
you're
normally
like
like
super
Cowboys.
excited near
That's
it.
one thing we can count on, Joe. We count on the Cowboys.
This is what I mean. Third way. For American progress. These groups think that the Trump administration is doing a wonderful job going after these disgusting commies. Okay? But they don't realize the Trump administration finds them to be enemies of the state as well. As a matter of fact, probably more
If the Knicks just won their championship in 35 years, come on, man.
than they do like myself.
53. Come on,
This is the
man.
other side of the story. They are going to say
It's our time.
that China tried to stage the election. I suspect they'll
Because the
try to
Knicks
tie
won
it
the
back to
championship in 53
Wilson
years.
and
He said,
we
well,
talked
his
about
30 is
before.
up, so it's time. That's a good one.
The wealthy guy that lives in China.
Yeah, it's time,
And
bro.
this is
It's
going to
time.
be their
That was
sufficient
Super Bowl
reason
is so
for
fine.
trying
Next year's
to
in
pass
Atlanta,
the
too.
PSL.
I want to wait till they come to Atlanta.
I haven't seen it yet, man.
And then
Yeah,
they'll try
the
to
Chiefs will
extend
be
it
so
to
fine. In
2027 America as well.
2028, it's a
And
Mercedes-Benz.
And they won't stop there. They'll say all of the votes in Georgia, for example, for the
I think it goes, Joe. I think it might go back to
they'll try to,
Vegas.
overturn
You know they love Vegas.
I'm
It's
just
special now, and they love
basically,
epic New
they're
Orleans.
going to
I
say
don't know
that,
what it is about New
they're going to
Orleans,
say that
but
there's
nobody
this
had more Super
conspiracy
Bowl than
that
New Orleans.
ties,
Hold on.
you know,
Nobody has had probably more
Communist Party
All-Star
of China
games than New Orleans have.
American
NBA All-Star game. I played in my
and
3
that
or 4.
extends all the way to
We're
the
going to make it all
And if the Democrats think
We want to get the Super Bowl, man.
the insurgency problem that they're experiencing right now, you know, where
Hey, they like to party, people like to go drink and have a good time.
primaries are excitedly voting.
But see, that's why they put it in the war.
You know,
Put it in the
yes,
war.
a lot
People like to
candidates.
decide. Oh, these
If they
cold
think that this is going to help, their goals are bipartisan nature of House of Representatives and the Senate, and their singular focus on Israel, for example.
Yeah, I'm thinking of way
It was very interesting in the field. I'll just kind of sum up how I felt. I do want to get to this dude. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good interview. Joe Rogan, did a pretty good job. J.D. Vance, was basically selling the full goods. I'm glad that Joe Rogan pressured him on the Epstein files because the administration did a very terrible job on the Epstein files. At least. I don't know if he's being genuine or not, but at least J.D. Vance acknowledged that they fucked up the Epstein files. They did fuck up the Epstein files. In my opinion, that's when the decline of the administration happened with the Epstein files. Bondi should have been fucking fired after that point. I don't know why they kept her on for another months in on that. So I know it's J.D. Vance showed frustration with the New York Times and the Republican Party over the Iran war. Do I think if J.D. Vance was president that he would start this war in Iran? I don't know. I really do not know. To be honest with you, I really don't know. He claims he's more of an isolationist, but I think I don't know. I really don't know if he would have done this in the Iran war he was the president. I wouldn't be surprised. He probably would have, to be honest with you. I think he would have been pressured. He would have been pressured by Netanyahu, in my opinion. I think he was retarded. That J.D. Vance said that Trump is not pressed by Netanyahu. He's full of bullshit. Benjamin Netanyahu went to the White House 7 times last year. He basically pressured him to help him join the 12-day war last year with Amber. And he came to the White House back in December. And before Christmas, he probably was pressuring Ben to join the Iran war. Start the Iran war. I'm sorry.
Genuinely terrifying. I mean, this is
yeah.
how systems go.
And I hope JD fans realizes, sadly, with the rise of these socialist commie fucks, that they start focusing on domestic issues. They need to start focusing on domestic issues. Ever since they got into office, they've been mainly focused on international issues like the Russia, Ukraine, because Trump was, basically kind of was, he shouldn't have said it, but he basically said, yeah, I'm going to end the Russia and Ukraine war on day one. And obviously, that did not happen. We had as you know, they had the meeting with Zelensky last year, and Jay Vance, got heated, argument with, with Zelensky. Then, back in last August, he had that meeting between in Alaska. That was kind of like a photo op with a red carpet and all that stuff. Then, that meeting was kind of a disaster. Wasn't no ceasefire, none of that stuff. Then he had all the European leaders go to the White House like a couple days later. Nothing was really accomplished with that. Nothing really happened. Then we started bombing the boats in the Caribbean. We don't know there were actually drug boats. We didn't actually vet them, so it's kind of hard to know they're actually drug boats. Could have just been random drug boats. We don't know because we didn't actually investigate. We actually affect them. Then also we, it faded Venezuela. It captured Maduro. Then also we started the Iran war. Obviously, the Iran wars had a big negative effect on the economy. Gas prices skyrocketed, crude oil prices skyrocketed. The global energy markets were almost collapsed. The global economy was on the verge of collapsing. Inflation went back up. So I hope that Jay Vance so Trump start focus on domestic issues. I really hope we end this Iran war because we need to start focusing on fixing the economy because the prices are still expensive. Grocery prices are still expensive. Cost of living is still expensive. Everything is still expensive. People can't afford houses. People can't afford to buy apartments. People are living paycheck to paycheck. We need to start focusing on the economy and focus on healthcare because people can't afford healthcare. That's what we really need to focus on. Not these foreign wars. None of that shit. So if the administration just kept their campaign promises and were focused on the economy, focused on fixing healthcare, getting the criminals out, and stop all these foreign wars, not get involved in any more wars, then the Republicans will be crushing the midterms. Trump's preference would be skyrocketing at all-time highs. You wouldn't be hearing these Democrats, socialists, but they've done such a poor job how they handle the economy and with the war in Iran and Republicans haven't passed any legislation. It's causing these socialists to just starting to gain relevance. So it was a pretty decent interview. Jay Vance was kind of saying full of shit stuff. I'm not just like to defend the administration. But let's go watch Angry Joe. Angry Joe reviewed college football 27. Honestly, college football is, they brought it back a couple of years ago. So Angry Joe basically reviewed it. We're not gonna have enough time to react to 10 playing ball for 2. Monday, we are to react to it on Monday, so we're basically watching, some political stuff. So let's go watch this right now.
As a significant threat to the interests of the state as terrorism. Okay? In political terrorism, the Treasury Secretary has a new operation aligned between international Muslim and radical Islamist movements.
Are now giving way to new operational alliances. The unified front between international Marxism and radical Islamic movements.
I'm probably not going to watch all of it because I am pretty tired, so I may say, oh, she said now this, but I'll probably watch the rest on Monday.
Self-governing society. That convergence should concern every government represented in this room.
Yeah, there's 65 governments that have signed on board for this, by the way. Just so you understand. Yeah, this also obviously, considering that many people organize on the internet, and they can still maintain a sense of
Cincinnati.
you have to make sure that everyone is de-anonymized. That there's no more anonymity on the internet. Where do you think the ID laws are coming from? All around the world. This is a part of it. They want to make sure that they surveil you every step of the way, no matter where you go. Okay? They start off with these digital IDs. They can identify you on the internet.
It's funny that Kurt's Daddy into the like ad trailer for the game. It's funny.
Designed to be all-encompassing, specifically designed to take away your due process rights. Anyone that is declared a terrorist can be prosecuted like that. Evidence is not necessary.
Normally they're like an hour. It's probably the shortest one he's done so far. Because normally they're like an hour long. Fortnite is still pretty long, but normally they're like a lot longer.
Global war on terror to random Muslims.
I'm tired, shut.
Black people, put them in CIA black sites and torture them, and then ship them to Gitmo and continue torturing them during truth. Society is
EA had to get rid of him because he got so much shit for it.
Isn't this way worse than McCarthyism by like 1,000? Yes, because
they had to remove it because EA got so much shit for it. So it was fucking crazy.
People let their opinions be known on the internet anonymously under the guise of anonymity, but that also has made it so that there are new mechanisms of surveillance as well. Okay, this is a real emergency. And my fear is most people are utterly oblivious to it. Part of the reason why is because Democrats that are also a part of the institution around infallible and they like this. Is there a Democrat in the as well?
Oh my god, that's fucking crazy. 50 years. Bro, that's retarded.
Complete fascist takeover using all of the available tools that technology is giving them. Where your thoughts can be analyzed and determined.
Oh my
god! Be arrested literally, like in the way that conservatives,
what? Bro, that's retarded.
Like that's real. Advertisers already know exactly how to map out a psychographic profile to figure out exactly when you're more likely to pay more for an American burger from McDonald's. They can use similar AI-based technologies to map out if you are having
43 hours
against the government and determine that you're a threat to the state, determine that you're a terrorist, and decide to prosecute you. That is the new design, and people are completely oblivious to it. Terrifying prospect. And
wow.
Just, by the way, this is, if you want to understand how this is across the board, if you think that this is just going to be like, lefty losers,
man.
I've seen the terrorism designation. I've covered it extensively on this broadcast, okay? I covered the terrorism designation on this broadcast. It's all encompassing. They say anti-American behavior, anti-family behavior is considered a telltale marker for terrorism. Going to be people that tune into the pod jumps. Going to be people, grandmothers, grandfathers that go out and publish their new kids.
Oh, this guy pushback. This guy's normally a fucking dick sucker. Told me to. Wow. This fucking guy finally pushed back. Holy shit.
Anti-Semitic networks. That's
yep.
right.
Damn, he finally pushed back.
Anti-Semitic networks with new 3-letter designations. So first it was just like anti-Christian behavior, right? Anti-family behavior, anti-American behavior. But now, if you have an opinion on a data center being built in your backyard, which, as we know, is not a partisan issue at all.
Yeah.
It is the most non-partisan issue. Israel and data centers are some of the most across-the-board non-partisan issues that America is facing right now. As a matter of fact, given this oftentimes being built in rural neighborhoods, rural communities. There are a lot of Republicans who came.
Wow.
Now they will be considered far left terrorists. Europe is waging war with Iran. Overwhelming majority of Americans are against it. But if you organize,
Damn.
if you demonstrate against the war in Iran, that the overwhelming majority of Americans are against, you're a terrorist. Well, what do we do? Look at the problem. If you're anti-war, you're a terrorist. If you're
Yeah, because people are boycott the fucking game. That's the reason why.
Anti-Israel, you're a terrorist. That's the future we're looking at. Eventually, if you're anti-capitalist, you're a terrorist, obviously. If you're against flock cameras, you're a terrorist. If you're against mass surveillance, you're a terrorist. If you're against companies placing the interests of profits over the interests of the people, you're an anti-capitalist, and therefore, you guessed it, you're a terrorist. State's talking points drop any pretense that this is a politically neutral endeavor. Officials are instructed to rely on the following talking points per the leaked documents. We go where the threat is. Political terrorism is resurgent, and the far-left terrorism specifically poses a unique and distinctive threat today. Addressing and defeating that is the focus of the next era. The United States conservative
I wouldn't celebrate, man.
And anti-Semitic networks, as well as militant anti-tech and eco-terrorist movements. This is a trend we are monitoring closely and engaging partners to address. In this era, we'll focus on the resurgence of political terrorism and bring together the United States and foreign partners to address terrorist actors, particularly far-left terrorist networks operating across Europe, Asia, the Western Hemisphere, and beyond. It focus on improving coordination, information, and law enforcement cooperation with counter political terrorism, including violent attacks on law enforcement, critical state institutions. Political terrorism is resurgent, particularly among far-left terrorist networks that have grown more sophisticated.
Bro, what a shit show.
Transnational coordination to carry out attacks on rail.
Yeah, I haven't bought an EA Sport like Madden / like EA Sports game, like EA Madden game. I haven't bought Madden since 2021. This last time I bought it, I just do roster updates when I come and play the game. It's not worth spending $70 on this bullshit.
Esoteric neo-Nazis. If you're looking at Order of Nine Angles,
how the fuck is Clint still around? This dude's the biggest fucking lying piece of shit. I still remember one time, I forgot which Madden it was. It was Madden. It was Madden 22. Madden 22. When someone was like in the practice mode, in Madden 22, there was a glitch where it showed the Madden 21 interface for like a split second was in Madden 22. And they lied and said, no, it's actually Madden 22, guys. It was such horse shit. Then he made an excuse why he couldn't add refs. And back in there, when it wasn't refs, he said, oh, we couldn't afford refs in the game.
Who have supported or incited acts of terrorism, supported violent criminal activity, participated in economic sabotage, including against public and private property, financed, recruited, or provided logistical support for violent or criminal actions committed by far-left terrorists,
Yo, boy, Jesus. I don't know a lot of the Madden people, to be honest with you. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know these Madden people, to be honest, like for like Eric. And like Arch, I don't know. I can't remember.
It starts with an incident on U.S. soil, both documented and undocumented.
You have to have a 12-month fucking subscription to play this fucking mode. What a horseshit.
Okay.
You switch account, right?
It is.
Yes.
Oh, this guy. I know this guy is. Or BT. I know this guy is.
Even though technically,
No, it is. My man, it's not over. Question mark.
What? But the administration has tremendous powers
Oh my god, you're getting paid to say this shit, bro. What a fucking idiot. This is the same guy said it in micro mode back in Madden 22. So that was almost 5 years ago, by the way. That's true. EA only cares about ultimate shit. True. That's the only thing EA gives a fuck about is Ultimate Team slop. Ultimate Team's honestly ruined fucking Madden. It ruined Madden back in Madden like 13. It kind of destroyed the game. It's been around since Madden 11, I think. It's when it's implemented. Pay to win horseshit. Pay to win horseshit.
Decide that your right is not real. That's just that you wake up, buddy. Wake up. It's happening. Trump administration openly said birthright should not exist.
Okay, that is
there was a Supreme Court case that came close to destroying precedent designed in like 1868. What are you talking about? Precedent that has been defended. Precedent that has been defended legally for hundreds of years. What are you talking about? Do you not read the news? If they were to take birthright citizenship, they could then go back and retroactively start denaturalizing people. Birth tours, you know, people like myself.
Bro, what a moron.
You're a frog in a boiling pot, and they keep increasing the temperature, and you are.
Oh, it's this dumb fuck.
The share of left-wing terrorist attacks and plots has risen to levels not seen in decades. In Germany, far-left violence has jumped by more than 40% in just the last year alone.
You're not running into negotiations.
It's still lagging. Still lagging.
These are not abstract.
It's like
Americans see what those numbers mean. An all-out assault on our immigration officers, sniper attacks, explosives, armed ambushes. A transgender shooter opening fire on Catholic elementary school students as they pray.
Yes, that wasn't him.
Marked with slogans like, "Where is your God?"
That wasn't him.
I helped literally someone whose brain was broke again. Transgender, so obviously that must be left. That was a far-right neo-Nazi network. The same network of Boston, San Diego, not that long ago.
I may have just wanted around.
Executed in cold blood on the streets. Multiple assassination attempts in the sitting president. And the murder of the greatest conservative activist in a generation. A man who happened also to be a husband, and the father of 2 young children, shot and killed.
How did Joe play this? I don't think he played that long.
This is a distinct and unique issue.
Oh shit, I spoiled it.
Above all else, I hate for civilization.
The NSPN show embodies the infrastructure, the partnership, and the strategy to take the scourge of
I don't know who the fuck these people are in chat. I have no idea.
And the strategy to defeat the scourge of far left terror.
Don't hate this guy.
President signed National Security Presidential Memorandum 7,
you're
outlining a comprehensive strategy to investigate and disrupt Antifa charities and their allies. Under President Trump,
in a shadow spot. Get out of there. Get out of there. Yeah, I haven't even been able to let my hair down. Oh my beautiful creativity. It's being besmirched.
I'm with you. No cheap spots, no shadow spots. We're going in. No shadow spots. No shadow spots. We're going to the pit. We're going to the pit. I don't know how big it is. I don't know if you're supposed to measure from the base. We're going in. The pit. Let's see. Enough with the voodoo ranges. You gotta have space dust.
8.2% taste level. Oh, okay, I thought you were recommending something else.
What?
That spoon in the lighter was.
Oh my god, bro, it's unreal, dude.
Oh my god, there's a basement. Fetus. There's a whole underground vector system.
Punter 9-year-old bro. Punter 93-year-old bro. Punter 92-year-old bro. Punter. Bro, these punters are like 9-year-old bros. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 fucking punters. They're 9-year-old bros.
Squad me, boy, I need you to fuck me vigorously. Squad me, boy, check this out.
There's 10 fucking punters. They're like 9-year-old bros.
Buddy. This is Corral looks his vigorous to you. I don't remember Corral to be accepting. So I could hear from you. I wasn't done. Guy, he's back here. He's back here. Yep. Oh, it's close. He's up. He's up in the thing. I guarantee he's up. I see my. He's right here. Get up. I can't do it. Get up. Buddy. I love where your head's at, Hutch. Oh my god. Oh, I was just up here.
Wow.
That's crazy. How do we not see that? Jesus Christ. I just noticed your paint job. Gimmick, I have money. Buddy. Gimmick, I have the perfect 2 combination.
This face is horrible. This face is terrible.
We walked in that pineapple like 10 bodies started shooting. Oh, I did.
This don't look like Arch Manning, man. That does not look like Arch Manning, dude.
With 2 shapes like this and like this. See? Oh my god. This is it. It's perfect. Go get it. Yes. Either one. Okay. We need to find someone. Let's go to here. Are you right here?
How many blows is that?
Go ahead.
I can't see his
Never
stats.
about this in a billion years. Oh, Stream sniper! There's no way to come out, guys! There's no way! Fucking fetus. I hope you get found and die. No, you don't. I hope you get found and die.
So this guy won the Heisman, I guess.
I didn't hear anything near me.
Hey, Double B.
Hey, Brett Venus.
What's up, dude?
What's up, Gimmick? Hey, Gingy. Hutch. And
I'm not going to fight fetus. This is a rudimentary spot.
what's up?
I'm telling you, Gingy, she's a metagamer. Stream sniper. Metagamer, stream sniper.
The monitors is the thing.
I don't have any screen.
Metagamer.
I look like a wall.
Guy can't get the Heisman person winner right. Oh my god. What a bunch of toxic fucks. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was so excited to get back in the game. I totally forgot this.
I can't wait to stream snipe.
It's fine.
Do you respond? I have an idea.
Go do your let's go do your idea.
Dude, that's a tackle, you
Just
dipshit.
right here. So we put ourselves right here. You're talking.
Really? That's fucking stupid.
This thing right here. Ooh, oh yeah. This one. I don't know what to do. Jarvan, what do we do?
It's a red blood. Red blood shit.
You'll know it when I start. Right?
Who cares? The game is so dog shit. Oh my god, this game's ass. It's shit. This game is shit, dude. Oh, what a bunch of bullshit. What bullshit, bro. What? Fuck you. Get out. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I need to go to bed. This is funny. I finished this on I'm gonna finish on Monday. Okay, guys, finish on Monday. Because I felt bad. Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna finish this on Monday. Um, it was a good stream. We covered a lot of things. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna hop off. I'm tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I'll be back on Monday. I will be playing Overwatch, obviously, on Monday. Be playing Overwatch, also we playing down Twitch, Kick. So go follow me on Twitch and Kick. Twitch.tv/Gladbark and kick.com/Gladbark. On this stream, which we cover the daily news and all that stuff. There'll be probably more crazy shit to look at on Monday. So yeah, I'm gonna hop off and enjoy. All you guys have a great weekend. Bye bye.